Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Well, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the record that's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, you know, it's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm.
Flappy folds, grab my terry folds, grab my foldy flaps. Hey, touch my foldy flaps, grab my terry folds, grab my foldy holds, grab my terry flaps, in my terry folds, grab my terry flaps. You gotta touch 'em, my terry folds, grab my terry folds, touch my holdy flaps. Take a big flap, take my foldy flaps, my terry folds, my foldy holds. Gotta grab my terry flaps. Grab my terry flaps. Squeeze my holdy folds. Hold my goldy folds. Grab my foldy folds. Grab my terry flap holds. Grab my terry folds. Hold my foldy folds. Hold my terry folds. Hey, did you ever want to hold a terry fold? I got one right here. Grab my terry flap. Squeeze it. Grab it, squeeze and tug on my terry flap. Hey, I want to take you to the terry fold dance. Want to come with me? You can grab my holdy folds. Squeeze them tight. You son of a bitch. Suck my holdy flappy folds. Lick my flappy foldy holds. My terry flaps in your mouth. Suck my flaps, you piece of shit. Fuck you. You stupid dumb motherfucking bitch. Hey, grab my terry flaps. Gonna eat those toldy folds. I got a couple of terry fold flaps. I got a flappy foldy flap. I'm gonna go take you to food. Gonna eat, then we're going to the terry fold dance. You and me, we're gonna go to the terry fold place. It's gonna be a night out. Gonna have a real fancy time. I don't know. Should I do it again?
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Flawless intro, Grace. Flawless.
Good morning.
Flawless intro. So every 6 months I get a flawless intro.
Yep, that sounds about right.
For the hang. Woo! It's been doing it a year. Not one flawless intro. It's kind of the gimmick. Something always happens.
Always.
I was in the midst of a flawless intro for the anniversary show.
Yeah.
Just
Would you forget about it?
No, Spice starts talking about, something personal. I'm like, we're live. And screwed up my intro. Which I was glad. I like the streak. Welcome to ClusterF. Don't forget to vote. And speaking of the hang, that's tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Wednesday already. Vote.cltampa.com. Vote.cltampa.com/entertainment. Best podcast in the Bay. The Hang, of course. Best morning TV show. ClusterF show. We're way better. ClusterF way better than any of those jobbers. Mm-hmm. Those morning TV shows are just brutal. They're torture. We were watching the news last night like we always do. And it's so frustrating because I think it's I think if I've been in the media radio for all this time, and so I know I kind of know how things work. And just in radio, if you give somebody a bad piece of audio, they're your boss and he's gonna say get back in there and do it again. We're not putting this crap. They don't care what they put on the news now, and they do all these stories. And you're like, oh, that sounds interesting. And the story comes on, and well, they didn't even answer what the tease was. It's constant that they won't even tell. They're like, coming up, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, oh, and then they don't even tell you. Last night was a good one. They go, 3 people were arrested for taking saw palmetto.
Harvesting saw palmetto
berries. Do you know what those are, Trace?
No.
I think of those
maybe
those little orange things on a palm,
or yellow
on a palm tree.
Yeah.
And they had 800 pounds of them, and we're like, wow, what is this? Is it illegal? Were they doing something bad?
Were
what
they
are they going to do?
stealing them off of someone's property?
And that was the story.
They never said anything else.
That was just the story, and I'm like, that's the biggest. It's illegal to collect saw palmetto berries. I don't even understand it. I meant to Google it. But
I was like, did they get you high? What did they do? And said a couple called the police on these people for harvesting saw palmetto berries on their property. On their property or on their own property? I didn't even clarify that. And that was it. And it was like, well, what?
Well, you're not allowed to fuck with like ocean plants.
it's not an ocean plant.
Well,
It's a pond.
I don't know.
You know what a palmetto is?
Yeah, I mean,
He's just-
I could get in trouble for that just not knowing. You know what? You wouldn't even think to not. Oh, let's cut a branch of these down and see what's up with them.
It says.
Sean Raz says you have to have a permit.
Yeah, it
to
says
do
here
it.
permit. But that's when I Google it. The first thing that comes up is permit.
Okay, so why didn't they say that on the
But
news?
why do you have to have a permit?
But they just say that stupid story and then don't even tell you why. It's like they just leave you hanging like that all the time on the news now. And we'll be like, I'm like, I just feel like messaging them and saying, why can't you finish these stories?
Tell
What's
us-
the problem?
What's the answer? Here's let's see. This says
They didn't even say you had to have
Flor-
a permit or nothing.
Florida cracks down on saw palmetto berry theft.
Why?
Okay.
Is it theft? If it's
Why?
Berries growing out in the wild. They are called saw palmetto berries, but don't pick them because, believe it or not, you could end up in trouble. It is a third-degree felony.
Okay, what's up with that?
Oh,
What's up with that?
What the fuck?
Felt they must get you high or something.
Something.
They must have
It
some
must
kind
be
of
delicious.
psychedelic.
There's something that somebody's making money off, and they don't want you to.
They're
There's
good
something.
for you.
In Florida,
That's what it is. They cure everything, babe, and they can't let that out there.
to harvest them without permission. Buying poached berries, also illegal.
That is Fox 13's Carla.
What are you in for? I bought some poached saw palmetto
I'm a
berries.
poached
What the
berry
fuck
bag.
are
So
you
if you have
talking
some of
about?
those plants on your own property, you can't even take them off your own property.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
watch
Any
your-
fruit that grows on my property.
Better watch your step, you two. There's a couple of thugs in here.
Byron reports that is not stopping some people.
It's not stopping me.
So this was on the earlier news.
Yeah,
and they actually tell you why.
They
But
actually
on
tell
the
you why.
10 o'clock news, they didn't even tell you why.
No.
The theft of saw palmetto berries is not new in the state of Florida. A natural resources agent for the University of Florida's IFAS extension says it has been happening for years from public and private land.
I have no idea that they were worth anything.
Well, they're used in the medical field.
Oh, there you
People
go.
can buy supplements and
I mean, you know, saw palmetto has always been supposedly good for your prostate
Yeah.
if you take the supplement. But I don't know how much money is that? $1 billion industry? The saw palmetto.
I mean, and if it's on
supplementing?
your property, they can't come and take them off of your property. You know, the medical people. So why
No.
aren't you allowed to? You're not allowed to pick them on your own trees.
I don't know. Did they say that?
They said it was on their own property. Or no, you said it could have on there. You didn't
No,
know
it wasn't. They were on somebody. They weren't on their property. I don't
Alright.
think.
I'm just
And
saying,
it-
are you allowed to pick them if they're on your own?
I would imagine they're not gonna. I imagine you
a
would be
felony.
third-degree felony.
creates a number of different ailments. One of them are enlarged prostates and some prostate issues. So it can help in with people that have medical problems.
Okay, so what actually, if you eat the saw palmetto berries, it helps your prostate. There's these supplements. There's nothing in these supplements. I'm convinced that
Right.
that's a complete scam industry, and so they don't want you getting the cure. They don't. The saw palmetto is probably
Yeah.
really good for you.
Yeah, really
And
good
those
for I called
people
it.
are probably, you know, they don't want anyone getting the cure for free.
Nope.
On July 1st, new regulations went into effect to create harsher penalties for poachers and
Harsher?
people who buy.
Poachers. Sounds pretty severe. Poaching them palm
Poaching
berries.
berries.
What the fuck?
From the poachers. Harvesting the berries without a permit or the landowner's permission is now a third-degree felony and can land you up to 5 years in prison.
Okay, this is also something we noticed they do on the news. Donna noticed this is okay. So they talked about it being a third-degree felony.
Yeah.
And she just talked about it being a third-degree felony.
Yeah.
And then usually they'll throw it to somebody on the street, and that person will also say it's a third-degree
They'll all say
degree
the
felony.
exact same thing 3 times. I'll sit there lay on the couch and be like, well, that's the third time they've said it. Well, now that's the 4th time that they've said the exact same thing.
It's like,
is
What's George Bush say?
Gotta repeat it 3 times to catapult the propaganda.
There you go.
That's what it is. It's like me explaining it, and I'm going to throw it now to Donna, and Donna says the exact same thing, and then she throws it to Trace, and Trace repeats it 3 times. That's what we got for news
third-degree
today.
felony.
These news directors should all be fired.
Yeah.
This is
Bullshit.
an
I
embarrassment
saw
to
on
the
the
industry.
I was watching like the news just popped up when I turned the TV on the other day, and they were just doing their thing where there was like 3 people just talking, You know, and it was just like it seems like they should be fired immediately. Like you just grab 3 people off the street. You're like, here, follow me in this building. Come up these stairs. Stand right here. You stand here, and then you like turn the camera on. You're like, you're on camera doing news, and they're like, oh, the weather's nice today. You're like, what? If you've never done this before?
It's every night. It's the same thing, and it's always horrible. And why don't? It needs to be like a morning show, a bunch of people with chemistry, and then you tell the story, and they've like we've 3 people, and we have things to say about the story, and to make it entertaining, we don't. These people look like so uncomfortable, they're stiff, and they're like, I gotta say something funny, but they're incapable of saying something funny because they're a talking head, and it's just atrocious. It's so bad that I forward over it. Instead of what usually I like bad stuff.
Yeah,
bad stuff is good. Make fun of it. I can't even make fun of it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. You're like, well, say something. Say something normal.
And then they're all the awkward bad laughter, and they all talk over each other. They have no chemistry. We're only a minute into this Saw Palmetto caper. Let's finish it out.
But that hasn't stopped some people.
I mean, look at these people. That
how
do you? They
look
do
at these
look
3
like
thugs.
They
4
do
thugs.
look like felons.
They look like Saw Palmetto thieves. Is what they look like.
I mean, this is they've been doing it for years.
This guy lost.
This
guy lost his left eye stealing Saw Palmetto berries.
This is the reason it's a felony right here, because they can't stop these 4.
And this guy, he was right in the middle, going, "You can't eat the berries." There we go.
Week in Polk County, 4 were arrested in 2 separate incidents for stealing berries in the Frostproof area.
They said, well, we have a permit and permission to take the berries from this private property. Wrong. They did.
Wrong. Grady's
He's just dying to charge him with a felony.
He's really going to get up and talk about people picking berries. Grady Judd talking about berry picking.
Surprised they didn't shoot these people in Polk County.
Have permission. It's hard to believe, but they lied to us.
And in Manatee County, this couple was arrested earlier this month. In the affidavit, it states one of the suspects told the deputy he tried to get a free permit through the state, but was denied many times.
Denied.
So you got to get a permit, but they deny you if you try to get a permit.
What's going on?
Deputies say the berries can sell for about
eating these berries.
They're probably trying to sell them in their country for cheaper so people can have a cure for something.
They're gonna tell us how much they cost now.
Can sell for about 75 cents a pound and can sometimes get
75 cents a pound.
100 pounds, eat $75.
$75 for 100 pounds. You got to lug around the berries for
and up to $3.50 a pound.
That hardly seems worth it.
Pound. They add the thieves sometimes sell them to roadside buyers, but the berries generally make their way to Immokalee and then are shipped to China for processing.
Palmetto plants themselves are considered to be commercially
I had no idea there was a black market Saw Palmetto berry cartel in Florida.
What kind of trees do they grow on? Is it trees?
Some form of palmetto. You know what a palmetto is?
Is it the ones that grow on the ground?
I think so.
Oh, I thought they were like patches, like clumps in the trees.
Yeah, I've never seen them on the ground ones.
Didn't we have one of those in our yard back on the old house at one point? No, maybe not.
I don't think so.
My parents might have had one.
Saw palmetto. I gotta look and see.
Exploited.
Joelle says he hopes people do things the legal way because the berries also play a critical role in our environment.
If you have a season where poachers illegally go into natural areas and trespass and collect these berries, basically there's no way for the plants themselves to regenerate and grow a new generation of plants, and whatever wildlife is there is going to suffer as well.
In Polk County, Carla Byron, Fox 13 News.
Well, some of
like
the
okay, I see what they are. They're the palmettos that are up in Brooksville. That's the desolate. I never saw an animal around them at all.
I'll be in Brooksville later today.
You're going to be a Saw Palmetto poacher.
That's the kind of plants we had up there.
75 cents for what?
It's only
a pound?
A pound. That's a lot.
Then you got to take them to...
It's a lot of berries.
Somebody in Waimama.
Immokalee.
Wouldn't even pay for
middleman.
your damn gas, you know. Even a trash can they had full right there. How much is that weighing though? That's like 100 pounds.
I mean, okay, and the people they caught had 800 pounds.
Yeah.
That couple. How long does it take you to pick 800 pounds from saw palmetto berries? So 800, that's 75 times 8. That's what?
650.
650.
Something like
that.
Between 5 and 650.
Probably $600.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to work all day long and make $600,
You gotta pick them, and then you gotta drive them.
I mean, drive them. You got. I'm sure you have to go all over to find 800 pounds. You can't. Not just. There's not that many on one plant. Oh well. I guess I just didn't know enough about the saw palmetto.
They need to learn how to work and just put an orange vest on. If they had orange vests on, nobody would have called the cops.
It's true. You need to keep an orange vest in your car.
Yeah.
You can get out and direct traffic at will.
Yeah, people do that at concerts and shit. They'll bring they'll bring, a vest, and then they'll just they'll stop the traffic and let themselves out. It's a great idea.
I just saw that a couple days ago. We must have the same algorithm.
I've seen that for a while. It's been a thing.
It's a good idea, but you're going to get your ass kicked. Possibly.
You could. At the same time, who's taking traffic that serious? Like
a lot of people. That's where all the road rage happens. In the traffic.
Yep.
If somebody did that to me, I'd be like, "Damn, that was smooth."
Man, that's you, and the next guy gets out of his car with a gun. I can't believe I've been waiting here for 10 minutes.
Man, I watched. We watched this thing yesterday. I don't even know if it's real. It was a TV show, and it was they're taking inmates and they're finding people that'll like take them in. When they get out first, couple years, they've been in prison for a couple years.
Yeah,
and they get in contact with these people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can stay at my house till you get back on your feet." Fresh out of prison.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Gosh,
why would anybody do that?
It really, me and Lauren tried to watch it last night. We were like, we think it's real, but it could be a little bit staged. Yeah. But at the same time, there was so many commercials. We watched the whole first episode. Took like an hour, and they didn't get through anything. We had to start fast forwarding it. But the fast forwarding it, you can't do through the commercials.
You can't do it, no.
So you just fast forward a minute and then get back to more commercials, and you have to watch that before you can fast forward it anymore. It was terrible.
What channel was that on?
I don't know. It was on Hulu or something.
Oh, okay. Because usually if you're watching a TNT or a TBS, if you watch a movie, it's going to be 3.5 hours because they got so many commercials in it. So if you can't afford, well, that's basic cable. So even basic cable, they're raping you.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
But we ended up watching it, and we just started getting into these people getting to the houses. There was one lady that was helping some dude, and there was a super Christian family. It was super weird. This guy, as you can tell in his face, he's terrified of the situation.
The prisoner?
No, the guy letting this prisoner come into his house.
Oh, okay.
But the wife has been talking to him on emails in prison.
She's gonna bang him.
It's what it seems like. You just the
that
guy
doesn't
looks.
seem real.
What guy?
That's not
real
let
at
me
all.
Do that?
That's
would you let me be
shit.
talking to some prisoner and saying I'm going to bring him into the home? And
hell no.
What is that all about? That's crazy.
It's just fake as show, everybody.
It seems like it's real.
What's the name of it?
I don't even know
the name.
I'll have to ask
Rape.
Lauren.
It's called rape.
Oh, it should be called raped. But they've just started getting in the houses. The first guy just never showed up. The second guy gets there, and he's been talking to this lady for a year. talking to her over the phone, and he gets there, and she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna cook a nice meal for you, and he's like, I got stuff to do, and he leaves and never comes back. So we're 0 for 2 right now.
That's the whole show.
No one ever showed up.
They're
As
just
soon
trying
as
to-
they got there, they were like,
They're
bye.
trying to sweet talk these people into giving them some commissary money or something.
Yeah. The only other guy, there's another guy who's been in for 18 years, and he's with this really Christian family, and they put up like a big sign of rules, and he's like, this is like prison. And you can tell, like, we've only seen 2 minutes of him being there, but he's close to leaving too.
Everybody leaves.
But because those people are so good at following rules.
I mean, so you said, well, you're emailing or writing back and forth to some prisoner. I mean, they're criminals and professional liars, and you're gonna say, "Well, he's so nice, and he says he wants to live with
He's
me."
gonna say whatever when
Say
they're in
whatever.
jail to get some help when they get on. It's so bad that, like, how bad our system is at fixing people, though. Like,
Yeah.
do they still claim to be like
No, rehabilitating people.
rehabilitating people in any way, shape, or
No,
form? Is that like a
no.
real thing?
Occasionally, you hear about like one program in one city.
Yeah.
That's it. And now it's had great success because they're actually trying to do something.
Yeah.
I think we saw one last night where they teach the prisoners gourmet skills to be gourmet chefs, and then
Yeah.
they were showing the meal that looked real just like a gourmet chef did. That's what we need to be doing. And see, people go, well, that's a lot of money. Well, the money you save by these people not coming back to prison is exponentially.
Not to mention the money, not just the money you save, that could possibly be a crime on your family, what these people commit. Or if one of them gets out and kills your daughter,
Exactly.
if you could rehab them, it's in our best interest.
But
Although,
people can, but the government's not going to do that.
Yeah.
They're not going to successfully do it.
no,
ever.
no, they're
ever.
not, because they count. You got to remember now, all they count on is for the general public to solve the problems themselves by volunteering.
I never really thought of that until Donna started talking about that the government just uses volunteer organizations to do the shit that you pay them to do.
Yeah.
And then I started noticing every news story says, so volunteers came and cleaned up this. Volunteers came and did this. Volunteers are taking care of these veterans. Volunteers are building a house for this guy. And the government ain't doing shit.
It's nothing,
It's
man.
all volunteers. With money. I'm like, so if we didn't have these volunteers, our tax dollars wouldn't be doing any of this, because they think the more people we can get to volunteer for all these millions of programs we have, we can steal that money. That's the
more volunteers,
the agenda.
the more volunteers you get, the more money you can steal. Or the more money you steal, the more people just do it for you because they feel bad because they're decent. They're decent people.
I mean, it's just all these people seem to be way worse because they were in prison. They were doing all right, and then they did a dumb crime, when they were young, to get them in jail. And then they spend, 8 years in prison, and now they're a dirtbag because they spent 8 years of their life in prison.
Once you get that rap and you get that record, and then you get in such a hole, an economic hole, because you can't get a job because nobody wants to hire a criminal.
Yeah.
It's a system designed to perpetuate crime.
I was thinking that about them being chefs. I'm like, but then when they get out, where are they going to get a job that'll hire someone who's been in prison?
Yep. We don't do it right for sure.
Ink Spike said, I would think that chef class in prison wouldn't get past the knife sharpening day.
Everything has to be pre-chopped.
Pre-chopped. Like, I think I've seen, where they use like knives that are like tied to something, but you still just think in prison, like, they'd be jamming people on the knife.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee if there's any knives involved, these are trustee kind of prisoners.
Yeah.
So you pretty much think they're not going to do nothing
Until some guy
Until
says,
they
I'm
do.
going to rape you until you get me a knife. I still can't remember if they, like if you go to eat at a nice restaurant at an airport if they give you a knife?
If you get a steak,
How do you?
get a steak.
They got the Columbia
That's a-
restaurant, that kind of thing on the nicer restaurants on that side of the airport.
It's interesting.
Do you get a knife? Do they have knives in the back to cut stuff?
I don't know. I've always wondered
Is that
about
what
airports.
is that what I was trying to get at? They don't even have knives at Checkers, right?
I don't think so.
You don't need a knife at Checkers. What are you cutting?
She wanted to spread some mayonnaise or something.
Yeah.
Or cut a hamburger in half or whatever. Something like that.
Yeah, I ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
I asked them to cut a sandwich in half, and they were like, "We don't have knives." I'm like, "What? You don't have knives?"
The Checkers learned long ago you can't give Checkers employees knives. You just
that's
can't do
pretty
it.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
That's real pathetic.
You don't want knives anyway. You don't want to have to be cutting people's sandwiches in half. That's what fast food's for. Get out of here with your cut your sandwich in half. We got other people.
She
to
wanted
serve.
a knife to cut it for herself.
Yeah. I said, "Do you have something just a plastic one?" They didn't have any knives.
Going back to the Great Saw Palmetto robbery of 2024, Snookman says, I bet they're on some rich dick's property. Only reason this is a story on the news. And it's, I think it's 2 people called in and said people were stealing saw palmettos from
So it must
a
have been
house.
there. Yeah.
So it's, some rich guy.
I have money and there's people on my property.
Poor people on my property trying to make money on the saw palmetto black market.
Trace,
I just can't. Still can't get over that. Show I was watching. Like one guy was a scammer, and he's been talking to this lady. Telling her all this good stuff about him and how he wants to get out. And then just on the ride, car ride home, they're like, "So you gonna try and go get like a job at McDonald's or something?" He's like, "No, if I get a job at McDonald's, I'm just gonna rob them. So I'm gonna stick to scamming like I usually do." It's like, this lady had like a book of notes about him telling her how good he's gonna do and get a job when he gets.
Exactly.
As soon as they get out those gates, they're just like, "All right, let's go sell some drugs,"
Nobody's looking to go into prison again with the old lady who's got rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking to do shady stuff immediately.
Big Kahuna says knives are chained to counter. Oh,
At the
are
airport.
they?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So you can't get a knife. I guarantee you can't get a knife with your steak.
Maybe you get a plastic one. Or maybe
I
they
don't think
pre-cut your steak.
I don't think they do the plastic knife deal.
I'll have to tell someone that's flying next time. I gotta.
How come there's no restaurant that cuts your steak for you?
Maybe they would if you asked it.
No, I'm not gonna ask it. That's a pain. It's like asking your parents to cut up your steak when you're a little kid. It's cutting up a steak at a restaurant's like quite the ordeal.
Are you a one piece at a time cutter, or you cut a few pieces and then eat, then cut a few more?
I'll cut a few pieces, but after a few pieces, I feel like a psychopath with all the sawing I'm doing. So I got to stop and eat a little bit before I.
It's like a psycho cutting up a steak.
Just cutting the whole thing.
Sean Raz says, I listen to the local police scanner daily. There's at least one call a day for the berry pickers.
Wow.
I had no idea this was a thing. Boy, people will find a way to scam anything.
I want a police scanner.
Oh God, Donna. She'd never get off the police scanner.
Yeah,
ever.
This is a weird one.
How do you get a police scanner?
I didn't get one anywhere.
These people selling drugs.
Like that kind of store. I think you can get them.
That kind of store? What kind of store?
Like an electronics store or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody get me a police scanner.
Oh, God. No, she'd never go to sleep.
She's got reels in front of her and a scanner here. She's an all-nighter for Donna.
Yep. It is. I don't get, but that, like the berry thing, like how do you can't be making more than $75 a day. Like I get selling drugs or doing fraud or whatever to make a bunch of money, but just go work at McDonald's. Like it's if you're gonna be picking berries, right? I think they start like at $15 an hour at McDonald's.
Some people they don't want nobody telling them what to do, man.
Go pick some strawberries or something.
They want to sleep till whenever they want, and then go steal berries.
That's true. It's it's a good life, maybe.
It's a good life.
You think, Trey?
Of a
You
berry.
just got to go to jail a lot.
A saw palmetto berry stealer.
I mean, it's not that hard once you really, decide to go be a berry picker. I guess like you go to jail for picking berries, and you get out and you just go right back to
picking berries.
It seems
simple life.
It seems like you could just go pick strawberries though, and actually get paid for them, instead of having to go pick saw palmetto. Then you got to take them to Immokalee. Then you got to sell them to.
Somebody said in here that Sean Ress says you missed where they said they could sell for up to $350 a pound. That don't sound right, does it? $350. That's a lot of money. So I guess that would be if you have 8 pounds.
Oh, yeah, I really am going to pick some later.
You've got $2,400, I think. So I guess I get it now.
Now, do you think I don't think would a normal police even look into that? Like, if you got pulled over and you had 2 pounds of berries on you, does he even know the law that it's illegal to pick the berries? He's just going to be like, what are these? And you go, berries? And he says, oh. They're not drugs?
BBBZB says $3.50 a pound.
Yeah, $3.50.
Okay.
They could be up to $3.50.
That just doesn't seem worth it. I guess if you want to be your own boss.
They said, how many pounds did they have?
800 pounds. That's a lot of work. You're toting around 800 pounds of shit. When I get 150 pounds of feed from the feed store and I tote 3 of those bags in, I'm like, glad I don't have to do any more of that. Imagine toting around 800 pounds of seeds. First, you got to put them in a truck, and take them out of the truck, and you got to take them to Waimama and take them out of the truck.
Nah, I don't know if it's that hard.
50-pound sacks. I'm not a fan of lifting 50-pound sacks.
Trace, I got you an invitation for Cooper's Hawk.
What does that mean?
You're invited for retirees.
You need to do one of those.
I'm gonna. If I go to one of these meetings and the scam is trying to get me to retire, they might get me. Retired at 32.
Donna, rip that up right now.
Yeah.
They would take Trace for every penny he doesn't have.
Exactly. What I got.
My question is though, you got to call to make a reservation, because it seems like these things.
I will retire now.
They must say something when you call, like screen you or something.
Why?
Because then everybody would just be sending their kids there for free meals. Wouldn't that be giving to my kid, go get a free meal? And they'd show up and they'd have a room full of young people that have no money to retire just to get a free meal. That's what it seems like. So
what is
when you have to call? It's a nice restaurant over by
it's a pretty nice restaurant.
Wiregrass, just past the mall, past Culver's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it weird if you show up all dressed fancy for your dinner date, and you're not even thinking about it?
No, it's a nice place, so it wouldn't be weird.
Yeah.
People show,
I'm telling you,
people are there dressed up, and people are there in shorts. It's Florida.
I'll tell you, this is a great gimmick. So you start off the video, you're at home, and you're like, I'm sure everybody gets these in the mail, and you talk about that. And then you go to you wear like the Linkar glasses, or and you record the thing of you doing the whole thing, and you edit up, and you have an expose of what act. Because I've always wanted to know how that works. They're giving you a big free fancy dinner for 2, and they're just going to give you a spiel. And how does that work? Do you have a room of 12 people? And
I think it's such a scam that if they get you, it's worth paying for everybody.
All it needs is one person to get suckered.
Yeah.
But I wonder when you call if they say, how old are you? What's your name? And you're only.
Oh, that's right. He there's a different scams. There's so we got to find one that a young person can do.
They probably get a good deal on the stuff too, because they're they probably just make it one. Where does it say what the food you get is?
See what we need to find.
Usually
it does. It's got like 2 menu choices, and one will be like salmon, and one will be a steak or prime rib or something. What we do is if it's for only people like 55 and older.
Yeah.
Well, then you make yourself up in a somewhat cheesy
old person.
see if they bust you and throw you out. I'm telling you, there's comedic material there. Does it say the menu items, babe?
I'm looking.
because usually it's a grill smith, and they get places like that, not super fancy, but just a little, little nice.
I had a weird dinner date yesterday. I got home yesterday, and Lauren is wearing a nice dress with a fancy candle-lit pizza dinner from
with her $40 pizza deal.
No, from just Little Caesars $5 pizza. I just got home and she's like, "I got a surprise for you when you get home." I get there, there's a candlelit thing with paper plate pizzas. She's wearing a fancy dress.
I know where Bella gets
like,
Bella gets the crazy.
Right? I was like, "Thank you," But at the same time, like, what? I was like, "Did you cheat on me? Like, what is the deal here?"
Oh, she's been cheating on you for a long time, buddy.
She was like, "It's the thought that counts, isn't it?"
Yep.
How was the pizza?
It was cold. I ate it anyway. I ate all of it.
She was punking you.
She's gaslighting him. He's trying to drive him crazy. Slowly but surely.
Oh.
Just being in charge of those two little kids would drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Especially the one.
She was showing you that she could do it. She could not spend the $40 on the pizza that nobody else likes. She got you some Little Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
Did you show Trace the video of the girls with Lincoln?
No, I didn't have it.
Their cousin Trace?
No.
Because Lincoln's driving Grandma's golf cart.
Yeah.
And then Harper's like, helping him.
Yeah.
And they're the video shows her flying by, and then Bella's behind him in the the cart. What do you call those? The electric?
Yeah, electric scooter.
And then you got that combined with the boogie board thing. It's like, boy, those girls, they're having a good time around here. It's a dream for a 7 and a 9-year-old. We do the first pitches. We like to cover the first pitches around here because sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're interesting. This girl, she's an NCAA basketball player, and I think she won a bronze medal in the 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics.
Yeah.
She's throwing out the first pitch. I think it might be Detroit.
Festivities. Ellie Van Lith from the Wenatchee Cashmere.
It's like the Mariners in Seattle.
Area.
What
the
is she doing?
3x3 hoops bronze medalist winner in the Olympics.
See that? That's like a Clayton Kershaw drop curve. I mean, she looks like she's got a lot of movement on this ball. I think she's throwing.
Ellie Van Lith from the Wenatchee Cashmere.
It's a Bert Blyleven curveball. Watch this thing.
The 3x3 hoops bronze medalist winner in the Olympics.
Was it just so? I don't know. It kind of looked like it dropped at the end.
I mean, part of it's velocity, but I think she's got some action.
She might just lose some steam.
If you're a left-handed batter, you're K-ing on it. You're
bronze medalist winner in the Olympics.
Outside corner, I'm telling you.
I tell you what, that was better than 98.9% first pitches by.
Because she probably played other sports other than basketball
and
too.
She probably practiced.
She probably did.
I just don't get that. Like, my mind is it the people that they get to do the first pitches, or the average person just can't fucking throw a baseball?
Know.
Like, I mean, I just never. I guess it's because I played sports and I wasn't around like everybody I know can throw a fucking baseball. I don't know a fucking single person who couldn't throw a nice first, 60, 65, 60 mile an hour fastball down the center perfect, pitch.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know whether it's that they don't know how to do it or they don't practice. And you kind of, if you haven't done anything for like 10 years or 15 years, you might want to just toss it, Baseball players, they warm up before the game, and they do it. You might want to, like when Ned was throwing out the first pitch, we were like, all right, we got to take him out in the pasture and throw some balls to see if he can do it. We threw about 10 balls, and then I knew his 70-year-old arm was going to fall off, and went, all right. Then he nailed it. He nailed it through a strike.
Yeah. What are you doing if you go out to do the first pitch? Are you throwing like a nice 40 mile an hour right in the strike zone, or are you gonna try and throw a 65 mile an hour fastball and maybe mess up?
See, for me, I can't throw
Yeah,
because of my shoulder. I've thrown a ball. I would look like an idiot the way I throw.
Yeah.
When I played softball, I looked like an idiot. I was just fast, so I'd get to the ball and then I'd do my stupid little whip it in with my bad shoulder. And they knew they could run on me, but I can't. Yeah, I'd turn it down because I didn't. Maybe I'd throw it overhand and dislocate my shoulder and roll on the ground, and I'd go viral.
Well, let's
That's what I
pretend
do.
your arm's not fucked up. The question had nothing to do with your.
I'm throwing a medium fast pitch.
Yeah.
I'm not like rearing back and throwing as hard as I can because that could end up bad. I could for sure throw a regular pitch.
For the sake of the argument, your arm's not going to fly out.
That's what I said. I throw a medium fast pitch because
medium.
I'm not going to rear back and throw a dirt ball.
Yeah.
And let people think you look stupid, think you're going to. What are you? Oh, Tracy's going
I
to
don't
heave.
think
You going to heave it?
I'm so irrational and just like in the moment type person. Like I don't think it's something
Finally.
I don't think it's something I could decide until I'm halfway.
And then he'd go for it because he's also, very spontaneous.
He'd be drunk. Throw it in the dirt and then fall flat on his face.
I can't. I'm like the weird.
We go Tracy. We see him walking out to the member like, oh, he's drunk. He's drunk. This is not going to go well.
Like the golfing, like golf clubs or bowling. Most people that bowl, they want to use like the same ball and get used to that ball.
Yeah.
When I go bowling, like I can't even bowl with one ball for a whole turn. Like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bowl this whole game with this ball. And see if I can get good with it. And after the third ball, I'm like, that other ball looks that one's gonna work better. And then start using that one.
Calling my name.
Stop messing up. I'm like, I'm going back to the heavy ball. And I switch like 10 times a game. Same with golf clubs. I'm always going. I've used every golf club in my bag by the time the game's over.
Sometimes I wonder because we have some pretty crappy golf clubs.
Yeah.
We got like super duper crappy golf clubs. I wonder if you had better clubs, if it would make any difference.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
This is one thing that I
look
gotta
like golf clubs to me.
I gotta know the answer to this one because you do go golfing like once a year, not a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, most people like if I were to invite to go play golf. Not, any of my super poor friends, but even if they didn't play golf, like the first game of golf, they'd go out and buy, $600-$700 bag of golf clubs, and then, be like, look at my nice.
$600. You know how much a nice set of clubs is, Trace?
I've seen them at the Dick's Sporting Goods for like they're usually between like $300 and $1,000, $300 and $1,000.
And Dick's has been closed a while, and inflation. Talking a couple thousand to get yourself in.
This is not closed. What are you talking about?
It's not closed up there?
No.
Wow, I thought it had been closed. I need to go get me a knee brace. Wow, I thought it was closed. Nobody's going to sporting goods stores anymore. Nobody's playing sports.
What? I don't know. They opened a new sporting goods store over by Topgolf. Not Topgolf.
I know, big ass.
What's that place?
What's that one Tiger Woods deal, Trace?
Topgolf.
Nope. It's not Topgolf.
It's the putting deal.
Oh god.
Pop shot.
Pop stroke.
Pop stroke. Pop stroke. I haven't checked that place out any. Is it still packed? I can't.
No, it's not packed at like
in this
usually.
Heat. Who's going in this heat, man? What a miserable time.
Yeah. It'll still be a little bit packed sometimes.
I bet it's expensive as hell.
It's expensive a lot,
Getting them drinks there, but it'd be nice if it wasn't so crowded. It'd be pretty cool. You got a nice bar there. You got the big screens all over the place.
Yeah.
And the 18 million people there.
Well, yeah, it was pretty late. It sucked. It sucked ass. I'm changing my theory to it sucks ass.
Did you go to that other new putt place behind the movie theater? Have you been there?
No, I haven't.
Now that I would be like, is that even open?
We should probably try that.
I've never seen.
Well, we were going to the movies once, and we were like, oh, the movie was sold out. And they had another one later. We're like, oh, maybe we'll go play some putt-putt, during the movies. But it was like $17 a person, which isn't terrible.
But
if you're
still.
planning on going to the movies, you kind of
can't do that.
You can't go to putt-putt, and spend, $80 right before you go to the movies and spend $80. So we ended up not going. But yeah, Pop Stroke is like, what is it? It's like $30 a person to play the golf, and they got it would be cooler if like they drove you home too, because they have a nice bar and the kids got places to play, but you can't go up there and drink if you got kids, so like that ruins that. And then it's
30
$120 for us all to play putt-putt. Like, I'll never pay $120 for me and my kids to play putt-putt.
Yeah.
It
And
was
it's
like
shittier than putt-putt,
It was like
isn't
$30 at Malibu, and I'm like, $30 to play putt-putt. Now you're going to try and charge me like $120? Fuck that.
to play on a course that's about what size of a regular putt-putt? Probably.
What are you talking? Which
It's the
one?
same
Stroke.
size as a regular
No.
putt-putt.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It just seems like it's so small. Putt-putt seems so...
I think that maybe the holes are a
Spread
little
out.
closer together, but it's still the same deal.
Is
It's
it?
still going to have like 18 holes probably.
Yeah, but it couldn't be as big.
Well,
like Malibu was like gigantic.
Yeah, but it was just spread out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's bigger
They're
putt-putt than
putt-putt.
that.
But
It's like
but
a
it doesn't-
condensed version.
But it's the holes are the same size.
I know, but it like at putt-putt, if it's crowded, you don't
It doesn't
have to be
seem as
right on
crowded.
top of people.
Yeah, you're
but
right on
there,
top
if
each
it's
year.
crowded, you're
Yeah,
just like
you're right.
all,
yeah.
you
There are
know,
a lot
it's
of
just-
people right
And
in
if
one
you're
area.
like
Yeah.
a kid likes
It's awful.
putt-putt because it's got windmills and
Yeah.
trick
Yeah.
shots. I think this is just like a regular golf course, and it undulates.
Oh,
so you got to read the break and
It's
stuff.
kind of like it attracts like my least favorite people in the world. Like everybody there, they're different types of people, but they're all just anybody who's willing to pay $120 to play putt-putt is a douchebag asshole. I've realized. I think there was one guy there with he looked like one of the guys in the shooting in the Olympics with like a thing on his eye and he's a bag of putters. He's got like 6 putters,
Oh,
and
geez.
he's hitting. He's making a lot of the putts, but like chill out, bro.
Go to the practice green at the course, buddy.
Right.
We don't need to hear it. We're trying to have some fun here.
Yeah, it's
Pop
and
stroke.
the holes look all cool. But it's just like these hills and stuff they put around it. It's just a normal, it fools you into thinking it's super nice.
So they don't. The hills aren't even involved in.
There's a little bit of
little bit.
hillage, and there's a couple longer shots, and
it looks. What is it? Just they paint it white, like pretend sand traps.
yeah, and that looks cool, and you're still just playing.
It's just
You
too
don't
much.
need putt to look that cool. It's just as good as the Malibu putt that was shitty and leaves all over the putt fields. What do you call that?
Course.
The course on the putt course. But it doesn't really matter. You just pay fucking $4 to play a game of putt, and there's a couple leaves everywhere. That's part of the course.
And they didn't maintain any of those things. Everything was falling apart.
Malibu,
yeah, and everything was rickety.
There's those things where you hit it over through the windmill and it goes into the hole and comes out somewhere else, but it just goes into the hole and you gotta get a new ball.
Have you been driven by Malibu?
Yeah,
Apartments.
it's not there
Tore
anymore,
down
man.
apartments.
I was, as lame as it was pretty lame of a place.
Yeah.
But it was like just fun enough for like a day where you got nothing to do and you can go ride some shitty go-karts
Yep.
and eat some pretty good wings.
Play
and,
some video games.
Drink enough beer to be like, fine, I'll spend $30 on the fast carts,
Yeah.
Just good enough to go and be like, especially with kids, I took the kids, just loved driving those go-karts. We only did it once, but
Remember when they had the water tube things?
Yeah, those are pretty cheesy.
It was pretty lame.
water
Everything-
tubes.
It was like
He went around in a
Inner tube
circle,
with a
basically.
little motor on it. Like an inner tube. Stupid.
No, I never saw that.
We go
That
to
might have been
Malibu.
back when I was in high school. I
Like
don't
once
know.
every 3 years, you go to Malibu and you play putt-putt.
Oh, I was an avid once to twice a year guy.
They used to have the batting
You know, and
cages.
it's funny because even back in its heyday, you know, when it was real popular,
Yeah.
same. You know, we would drive from Brooksville to go there. You know, a car full of us kids, and we'd be like, "Let's go to Malibu," you know, and it was like, it was just something to do because that was the only thing to do. There wasn't a lot of entertainment back then.
Well, they
didn't
That
need.
was- and it was okay, but we always had a good time.
Well, they
Just as-
also had, you know, the area with the putt and the kids golf and the stuff, and then they had more of an adult area on the little building with pool more
the
like
little
pool
building.
tables,
Yeah.
more of the older basketball
That
games.
was the original building.
Yeah, and they had, you know, they had a little
That
bit.
place used to get kind of rocking on the weekend
Yeah,
nights at the adult part of it. You know, they
Yeah.
played music and stuff, and
and that's where I like going. I mean, I went up there with Jerry one day, and one of the games, shitty airplane joystick game, was broken. And you could just, you know, you could play it like it wouldn't turn off, like, you know, you ran out of time or
Yeah.
anything. We sat up there for 4 hours playing this stupid fucking game because it was free, thinking we were basically stealing from here, you know, thinking we were so cool playing all day. And then they had some pretty good chicken wings. Oh man, they probably got pissed at me. I've called up there how long was that closed for? Maybe 3 or 4 years.
yeah.
That part of it. I called up like every week. Is the adult part with the wings open? They're like, no, not yet. And they had never had the balls to just tell me
Closed forever.
it's closed
Yeah.
forever, man.
Now it's gone forever.
Yep, it's full of apartments.
We're working, Trace, on trying to get this Telos working.
What's a Telos?
That's the phone deal.
Oh yeah.
Telos.
Yeah, so
If anybody would like to help us out, I put a few things on our Amazon wish list, and we would appreciate a little bit of help
hopefully,
getting some of the stuff that I need to do the phone line.
Yeah.
hopefully we
I
can.
think, yeah.
We figured Donna saw a pretty good video how to do it, and hopefully we can figure out, and then we can. It only took us. If it works, it only took us 6 years, but
Yeah, if it works.
we got a phone line. Maybe, hopefully.
So I got the stuff I need. I put it on our Amazon wish list, and just go to on our page. You just scroll down to our Amazon wish list.
Yeah, we need it so you guys can call in.
It's so be weird to think of people calling in.
It would.
Scroll down.
I just hope we can. Hope we
on
can
Twitch here.
figure it out. You never know. This guy gave me this Telos. It could be bad. I don't even know if it's good.
Oh, the Telos thing.
Yeah.
What did that one guy call in? It was like the funniest call ever on ClusterF of all time. And this guy called in, and he was trying to get like a
Yeah.
refund or some shit.
For some product.
Yeah, some
And,
product.
And we drove him insane. We
O2
drove him.
Was it O2 Pure?
Yeah, it was O2 Pure. We drove him insane.
We drove him mad, you know.
You got to find that, buddy. Guarantee it's in there when you used to do the best of ClusterF.
Yeah, O2 Pure.
O2 Pure. So we're working on getting the Telos, buddy.
Horrible Rob says, "Oh no, don't open that bag of worms." The
Yeah.
phone lines.
We'll get it.
Yeah, we know the first, 3 weeks of calls will be him sending people over to call.
I can't
like
wait.
a bunch of
Can't
That's
wait.
always fun.
That's always
You get to
fun.
tell them to fuck off.
Oh God, it was just, I don't get that. You don't get many trolls, at all anymore. But I used to love the trolls, because they're so dumb. Because
Yeah.
they're like, it's either him or one of his minions, so they think just like he does, which is, art out.
Yeah.
They think, they have no good comebacks.
They just hang up on you.
So it's always good to just roast them, and then let them prove your point for you.
So what is? I got to work on my not threatening people. We used to do that a lot on Buds and Suds. Was that what?
It's a different kind of show, Trace. We're not doing a lot of threatening.
I'm saying I'm working on the threats. You know what? When we is that how is that illegal?
What, to threaten people?
Yeah,
it is.
So like we wouldn't really threaten people. We'd just be like, "Come down here right now, and we'll beat your ass."
Nah, you can't really do that. Can't really do that.
Oh.
All right,
Why not?
I just can't do this. One of those things you can't do. Unfortunately, buddy. Very much like for you to be able to do that. I'm trying to let me find something here.
Well, we did it a lot.
Nobody ever came down.
Nobody ever came down. A bunch of pussies, just like we said.
Bunch of pussies.
What do you call? You call 911 and say, these guys on the radio just told me to come down there and fight them, and I'm scared, and the police show up?
Yep.
What?
Possibly. All right, we'll...
and you never want that to happen.
No, you don't want that to happen. It's never fun.
All right, we'll take a break. Be right back with more ClusterF. Sean Raz. I don't know whether it's the crappy song of the week or he sent us a new... Oh, Trace. He sent us a new... Take a guess.
Karen?
No.
What?
Karen,
Sean, we're talking Sean Raz. Come on. What do you think of Sean Raz? Sean Raz, what do you...
cruise ship.
No, that's a good guess. That's a good guess.
Something to do with a cruise.
The guy, the singer guy.
Bad raps. Cruises.
Which singer?
A specific
Bad
singer.
Karens.
I can't think of
Tom
any of their
McDonald.
names.
Oh,
Okay.
a
Tom McDonald, of course. He's a Tom McDonald aficionado.
He said he sent 2 songs.
Gosh, we don't need 2 drama songs in one day.
Well, no, I think it's just 2 what? Sean Raz songs?
Yeah,
you might be right.
that's
We
too
might save
much.
one for Thursday.
Yes.
We'll be right.
He said I can send another Karen. He does.
We
need
don't
to
want
send
another one of your Karens. We need
I think Trace is right. He's not even previewing these
He's
Karens.
not even previewing
He
them.
said he watches them
He's
all.
phoning it in.
Phoning it in.
All right, we'll be right back with more ClusterF. Check me. Tell me if it sounds good after this song. I was waiting in the express line, and that checkout girl was looking pretty fine. She had bright red hair, pink lip gloss. She said, meet me in the bathroom stall. She took my hand and led me to Pound Town. And then we smoked 10 grams. I passed out, now she's gone. That Walmart cashier really broke my heart. I took my self-esteem, degraded me, stabbed me with a lawn dart. Like a redneck dream, she went down on me back at the trailer park. That Walmart cashier really broke my heart. She had feathered hair just like the 80s, crazy eyes like she had rabies. She had big headlights, her ass was round, but I caught her sucking off a rodeo clown. That Walmart cashier really broke my heart. Oh, we smoked PCP, then she flew me like a goddamn tiger shark. Then on Christmas Eve, she roofied me and stole my fucking car. That Walmart cashier really broke my heart. Woo! Play it, Luke! Woo! She took my hand and led me to Pound Town. She reached down in my pants and said I was not home. That Walmart cashier really broke my heart. Took my self-esteem, degraded me, stabbed me with a lawn dart. Yeah, her tramp stamp of Jason Aldean was a goddamn work of art. That Walmart What the heck?
Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our
Here's a quick mechanic. Here we go.
What's going on? This is the quick mechanic. I'm not going to tell you about my kids or my cats. I'm just going to tell you how to change the oil on this Nissan Rogue. First,
Rogue.
in the car.
What kind?
Roku.
What is it?
Rogue.
I messed
Rogue?
up. Yeah, I messed up a bunch, but it was so
Roku.
frustrating after changing oil for hours on 3 cars. I was just like, this is good enough. I used my 14-inch wrench, I think I say.
Whatever.
14 millimeter.
Whatever it takes.
The 14-inch wrench.
The trunk mechanic. Nissan Roku. I got my 14-inch wrench and my 4-pound pliers.
God.
My 20-gallon oil filter.
Just gonna do the rest with my hand.
Oh, look at that. Just take that right off, buddy.
Oh no. Missed a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely oil spillage out there.
I was going to say, is there oil all
for
over
sure.
around?
Yes, there is.
It's like a car got murdered.
Great.
I mean, I should have taken a picture. I had to let Buttercup out, so I had to go clean a path for her, where she, get from the stall to the grass,
Yeah.
just littered with empty oil containers, wrenches, oil pans full
And
of oil,
That was after I told him.
rags,
That was after I told him that.
socket sets.
Trace, just so you know, if you ever want to open your own garage type thing,
Whatever.
people appreciate shit cleaned up.
Well, I also was like, I gotta go clean that up, and you're like, just go to the store instead.
Well,
did.
because I know because he was gonna go out and clean it up after he showered when he'd be sweating and have to go to the store. So I said, do it when you get back.
And he didn't.
And he did.
Yeah, I forgot.
He forgot.
right.
He forgot. All right, here we go.
Is Buttercup out?
Just gonna let that
Yes, she is.
Is the gate shut?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
drain.
It's very hard to unloosen that. What do they call
Loosen?
it? Stopcock, on the oil pan.
Stop. Cock.
No, it's not that. Whatever it is, that
It's
bolt.
called it the oil plug.
The oil plug. Yeah, the oil plug. Because as soon as you get it loose enough for that oil to come out, usually the hot oil,
Yeah.
you can't get your hand out of there fast enough. You're always going to get that oil.
Is a stop cock something, or did you just make that up?
Stopcock's like a
It's
butter.
got cock on the mind.
He said stop cock.
Stopcock was like the butterfly thing on your radiator that you twist in. They
yeah.
called it a stopcock. Okay, the quick mechanic is all he's
We
doing.
do know he needs a bigger bucket. We just couldn't find a bigger bucket. So
He needs he's got 25 seconds in. Here we go.
We're gonna put the bolt back in. Good enough. Now you gotta find an oil filter. This one's a little.
what?
You get what I was trying to do? I said, get the video here.
What happened?
At no point in that video did I get the bolt threads.
He's just going back and forth with that. It's not. It wasn't even starting to be threaded, and he just cuts away. Everything about this video is totally fraudulent.
Ink Spike says Trey should have his customers sign something that says, "I don't have to do this."
Don't let that drain. Pop the hood.
Definitely have to have them sign something knowing what they're getting into.
Hey, here we go. Watch this.
Just a little bit. Just gonna let that drain. Pop the hood. We're gonna put the bolt back in. Now you gotta find an oil filter. This one's a little. Just fade out.
Right here.
Well, grab one of these. It was too big, but I was able to remove it and loosen it by hand. Baby on there. It's like the oil filter's not even in the camera. It's just him going whoop whoop and doing a twisty motion. Oh, got 4 quarts in there. Take them all out. Put the cap back on. Oh, what's going on? This is the quick mechanic. I'm not going to tell you about my kids and my cats. I'm just going to tell you how to change oil on this new
Did you put the caps on? That's what I want to know.
I did. I think I did everything right.
You know, when I said, let's just have Trace do it, because, you know, when you take your car to these oil places, they forget to put the caps on. They fill it up too much with oil. Now I'm starting to wonder.
I like the end when you put the cap on. Take them all out. Put the cap back on. All that's going on is
All done. It didn't even begin to go on.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget the hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. The hang with Mike and Matt tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Sean Russ, he said he could send another Karen, and then he says bullshit. I don't know. Might be making Sean Russ mad.
yeah. He's 7 margaritas deep on a cruise ship right now.
He said, "I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit. I'm trying to drink a margarita on a cruise ship." Just kidding, Sean. Just kidding.
I want another Karen.
We appreciate all that you do for the show.
Man.
Where did Trace need to lift the drain plug up and out? I'm sorry. No. It says, where did Trace get his Tucson chick says, where did Trace get his nose, mom or dad? From his dad, which isn't me. It was a crackhead at the rest stop at the Flying J at 52 who impregnated her.
What are you talking about my nose
ago.
for?
Whose nose did you get, mine or your mom's?
I don't know.
I think it doesn't look like either one of our nose. More like mine than your mom's, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Look nothing like me.
Yeah,
you're my polar opposite.
My nose is a little crooked.
Well, because you got it broke.
Yeah.
It's not hereditary. Mine's a little crooked too, because I got it broke as well. I've broken my nose twice.
What?
It's not.
Oh, that's right.
Not fun.
I don't know how many times I've had my nose broken. Lots.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if it's not a bad break, I mean, if it's just a kind of a break,
I don't know if it's
you don't
broken.
have to do nothing.
I think it just collapsed my whole.
I think that's broken.
Yeah, all right.
Pretty sure it's broken.
It just collapsed.
It just collapsed in on itself. I guess that is broken.
See, Europe is this is Spain, having a real hard time with the migrants coming in on boats and everything. But the problem is they're too humane, so it's not effective what they're doing. Here's how they try to deter it. They're the big boat. They're the Spanish Coast Guard's on the big boat, trying to deter these guys.
So they're like,
they just try to get in their way. Maybe they got a little too close. Oh, this is how you deal with them, Trace.
Yeah.
Right here. Oh, that guy like that guy's okay. It looked like it would just crush you.
Yeah.
Just crush you.
Yeah, I guess there's some room under, you can duck down to the boat.
That's how you deal with it. Are they cheering or are they booing?
I don't know.
Might be cheering.
That's one way
That's
to
one
get
way
them.
to do it,
It might not even have been them. It almost kind of looked like they just swerved right in front of him, trying to pass him.
Yeah, Rubbin's racing.
Yeah.
Rubbin's racing. That was a racing deal, is what that was. It was a racing deal. The guy cut it too close.
Yeah. So where are they coming from?
Oh, where are they coming from? They're trying to enter Spain from Morocco.
Why?
Morocco.
Why are they going? Why is every country trying to leave?
Well, give me that. Get that globe up there, Trace. Let's see where Spain is in relationship to Morocco. We don't need to Google it. We got the old-fashioned globe here. Where is Spain in relation to Morocco? See if Trace can find Spain or Morocco. Oh, good for you, buddy.
Found Spain. We're at the Spain tree there.
Yeah, where's Morocco? Oh, so that's the.
I don't know where Morocco is. Oh, right there. Oh
Okay,
yeah, they might meet. I can't tell.
Yeah, it's real close. See, but that's because.
Why are they leaving Morocco?
Because if you're in Africa and you want to get to Europe, that is the closest place. Morocco is only like, a stone's throw away. Well, it looks like about 20 miles.
Yeah.
There's a strait there that goes in between Spain and Morocco. Otherwise, it's a whole sea. You got to go, or else you could go to Saudi Arabia. They ain't gonna let you in. So you got to go by boat to. You could try to get to Italy, but it's Spain's the closest place. That's a hop, skip, and a jump. That's way closer than Cuba. You can see.
Okay, but why are they trying to leave Morocco?
They want
What's
to.
wrong with
No, they're using like Mexico. Everybody goes through Mexico because that's how you get to the U.S.
Yeah.
This is anybody in Africa who wants to walk in, or the closest place is to go through Morocco to Spain.
Why are they leaving Africa?
Sucks.
Yeah.
Finally doing what Sam Kennison said. Move. Unfortunately, they're coming over, they're overrunning Europe with immigrants from Africa and the Middle East.
Of course, we wouldn't know what's going on in Africa unless you're there. And
Yeah, you don't hear much about Africa. It's
There
the
could
biggest
be some-
continent out there. And
I'm sure there's some decent countries, and
yeah, you would
I
think
don't
so.
know.
I think South.
but there's a lot of civil
Africa.
war in places like Rwanda and Somalia. There's a lot of you don't know, like what you said. Maybe it's all hyped up and a bunch of bullshit. You have no idea what's really going on in Africa.
Yeah.
China's really trying to make some inroads in Africa because they got so many resources. So they're trying to worm their way.
Africa's got the most resources, and everybody goes there and ruins the people and steals the resources usually.
It's just the way it works. It's like if you're China and you got 1 billion people, you're running out of resources. So you can either just become a poorer, crappier country, or you can go steal somebody else's resources. And that's kind of the way the world works. The biggest guy takes the resources.
yeah.
And I hope we can stay one of the bigger guys for a while and steal people's resources and keep our way of life good. Because that's the way it is. Unfortunately.
Man. Unfortunate. Yeah, I've heard a lot about. Is that it has the most resources? Do you not want to live where there's the most resources? Is that
No, because you got a target.
Yeah.
It's like everybody wants your resources. I think that's what's happening in the Ukraine region. There's a lot of resources up there, and I don't know exactly who's trying to get what, but this ain't about what they
What
say
kind
it's
of
about.
resources? Do you know?
I think a
Oil or
lot of-
something?
I don't know, a lot of stuff. They got lots of stuff up in that area, and people want to steal it. You hear about the guy who killed 4 members of his family. Where did that story go? 4 members. I lost it now.
I feel like I don't recall this one.
Is
it recent?
Yeah, he lived with his mom. And she was 94, and he lived with her for his whole life. And they said he had emotional problems.
Yeah.
And they interviewed some of the neighbors, and they said, yeah, sometimes he'd scream and have episodes. And so his mom died, and his siblings came, and they were for the funeral, and they're going to sell the house, which he'd always lived in. And he didn't like that. It upset him that he was going to have to move out of his house where he'd always lived.
Yeah.
And so he blew them all away with a shotgun. 4 of them. And then he went out in the front yard, and he blew his head off. The cop said it was one of the most gruesome scenes they'd ever seen.
Well, I would think so. But they say that on everything. I don't know if they say that just to hype things up or for court or whatever.
They do say that a lot.
But like every cop show we've ever watched, every single thing that's ever happened, it's the worst they've ever seen. We've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
Every single time.
He said 4 people with multiple shotgun wounds.
Yeah.
That's pretty gruesome.
And then a guy with his head blown off. Yeah, that's...
And just think, I mean, to kill 4 people with a shooter, he's like... And then so everybody starts screaming and they still got 2 more to go. And what are they doing? It's just can you imagine that scene?
You know, I feel like maybe it wouldn't be hard. You know, you can cock a shotgun pretty fast.
He's a badass killer.
That's pretty weird. I mean, they didn't know. They knew he had
mental problems.
And what were they going to do with him? Just kick him out into the streets? Their brother?
He showed them.
Yeah, he showed them, I guess.
And he blew his own head off in the front lawn.
Man, I'm just curious, how it went down.
Like you said, that realtor. Lucky thing that realtor didn't show up.
Yeah, they're supposed to be meeting with a realtor.
Oh, yeah, she got lucky as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be dead.
That's almost traumatizing. Just being like, I'm supposed to get my head blown off.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in that room.
Or you're in that room and you're like, all right, I've got some ideas about selling the house, and then some crazy guy who you think is just there to listen to you whips out a shotgun and starts blowing people away. And you're like, I got nothing to do with this. Do you think he spares her?
I don't know.
I think he blows her away.
He might. She didn't have nothing. He could have been in an angry rage, so she could have got killed.
And one of them was his niece. It was his siblings and his niece.
Yeah.
I think everybody was going. You're right. He was gonna blow her away too. What? Yeah. Were they all like in the same room?
Yeah.
That
one guy said we went into that back room.
Oh, he had them.
So they were all in a back room. I think Spike says the price of that house just dropped significantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the price? What's it going for?
I know.
That crime scene cleanup's going to be brutal.
These are the kind of houses I'm looking for.
Yeah, there's some corporation that's just jumping at that. I'll give you this much for that house right now. They're trying to buy it.
Snook Man wants to know what shells he used. He wants to know how gory and graphic it is.
Yeah.
He's into that.
Well, I mean, it makes a big difference. If he was using birdshot, he would have to shoot him a lot of times.
I imagine he got the appropriate shot.
Yeah.
I imagine he Googled, I want to blow 4 people away with a shotgun as quickly as possible. What shot should I use? That's probably what
you've got the freedom of Google too, because if you're going to kill yourself, like if you're trying to get away with it, you're not going to be.
What did he kill himself with?
I think the shotgun.
Isn't that really?
Huh. Yeah.
It does the job. It's effective.
It does. Yeah, you can Google whatever you want if you're gonna kill yourself too. You ain't gotta worry
The
about
Google police only come after you after the fact.
Yeah.
Do they
After
even,
the
do
fact.
they
alive.
even look at your hard drive if you kill yourself too? It's
Yeah, I don't think they have to worry about it.
Problem, you know,
Yeah.
the
Just for
problems are all
fun.
solved.
Yeah.
Just check his basement. Make sure there's nobody tied up there.
Yeah.
What time you got to go? 9:30 or so, Pat?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so then maybe we'll do the Tom McDonald song. And we won't subject your mom to the Tom because you don't care about that, do you? Or if you want to see it, we'll wait. We'll
If
save
you
it.
need something
You
to
rather-
do, I guess you could do it, but I don't mind listening
Donna
to
wants
the
to hear.
songs.
Who knows what he's got? I mean, he's been delving into different genres and different things.
Yeah.
But I'm not really. You know what? If you got the message, there's only so many ways you can say that message in a song. It's the same.
Really
it's the same thing. The government's trying to take your rights. They're trying to divide you. They're gonna over and over and over.
We
and
get
over
it. You
and
know, we
over.
get that.
There's just no new ways to say it. So that's why he's got to.
They get real deep.
He's trying to branch out.
Do we know if it's an angry song?
I have no idea. We saw this on the news last night. This is an amusement park in Mexico City.
I don't do.
And and a ride called the Sky Screamer stalled during a storm.
Now I'll go on most rides, you know, fair rides and shit like that. But the Mexican fair ride, like I'm good.
Stall,
you know, I'm not gonna be the idiot that died on the Mexican fair.
Look at this
I'm
thing.
not-
This
I'm
is
not
one of
doing
those
it.
swings,
Mexico
yeah, and
City.
you know how wide, you know, the swings get real high and go.
Yeah.
But
Go
look at
wide.
this already.
This is I think it's hundreds of feet up because
This is-
it's like over top. You know, it's like they built it so it was over top
Yeah.
of something, so it's a big drop.
Look
Look how high that is.
They are
man.
already.
Is it raining?
Look at
It's
that.
raining. It's windy.
It is
it's
so-
stalled out.
They were stuck up there for like 10 minutes
10
in a
minutes.
storm.
I'd be
Now, why
crying.
couldn't they bring him down just because it was a storm?
They said it stalled. The ride stalled.
Look at how hard he's gripping these chains, man. They're not having a good time, bro.
Yeah, he's
10 minutes they had to sit in a storm.
He's white knuckling it
Up this high.
Oh, look. You can just see the grip he's got on that chain.
Look how high they are.
You got your money's worth on this ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're someone that someone talked you into going on to
Just
it.
pause it. Oh, you should have put it pause it just a second when you can see the ride, where you can see them. Yeah, right here. Pause it. Like
Look how
that
far
ride is so. Those rides are so scary. Like it's chains. Like just put
chain.
bigger chains on these rides, and I'd feel so much better. Like it's like that's like the max. Like you're maxed out. Like I just. They put like
They
exactly.
got Mexico City twine on these. It's fraying, and once it goes spinning, you go almost horizontal.
Yeah.
You get that
Which
centrifugal
is
force.
putting a lot more gravitational pull on your body towards those seats, making you weigh a lot more.
Yeah.
You know,
I ain't doing
and the
it.
max weight's like 250, and they're just like teetering that line.
just-
It's like, just put some bigger chains.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Pass. Hard pass.
It's so scary to me just looking at it.
Oh, look at that roller coaster. What do you go? You go upside down? What is that? How does this work? I don't
know.
understand this roller coaster. Okay, you coming this
It's
way and you go up. Then you're going upside down.
It's a hanging roller coaster.
Okay, so you come this way.
Yeah, you're
and
going
then
upside
You're
down.
upside down
And then
here.
you're-
I think so.
Maybe it flips and it's hanging.
Maybe I would go there. I don't know.
It's the best amusement. Oh wait, I think you can see the car. Is it still going on the roller coaster? Like right here. Here's the thing.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, you're right.
They're
See,
upside
it's
down.
hanging, honey.
But at some point you got to go upside down.
You got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. Not going to any
pass on all of those.
Mexico City amusement rides.
I mean, you guys have been on the littler ones of those, right? Where you hang from the chains in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I
just
used to
went
like
on one
those
of those
when I was young.
When I was just recently went on one. Like the whole time, all I'm paying attention to is like, if the chains break, I hope they break now over that tree. You know, you're like, you look at all this, you're like, oh my god, like if it breaks at this point, like I'm gonna fly into that other ride, like it's moving, like I'm gonna die
the
for
whole time
sure.
I'm on those rides, I'm thinking as it comes around, I'm thinking, man, I'm just fly. How far?
Yeah.
Would I fly?
How far would I go? Would I just drop, or would you? You'd fly.
Fling you
right?
good, fling you pretty fast. I think you're going way faster.
And HR says, when you wish you'd brought a shotgun to the amusement park.
I'm done. Once you've been to so many amusement parks, you've done it all, and I feel like
Yeah, that's good. I'm good.
I'm not a pussy. I already did it. I've done it before, and I'm done. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Been on all the Sheikras, all that bullshit. I'm done.
All right.
It's great. It was great.
I'll still do it. I don't care.
You'd go on that?
But I mean,
You haven't been on as many rides as I've been. I've been on rides for
Yeah.
my whole life. Sick of it. I'd go with my granddaughters. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, probably. I mean, is that what you think about every roller? Is that normal for every person that goes on a roller coaster?
You think about
or
flying
something
off?
like that?
I don't know.
You just think about flying off, or that you're like the whole time I'm just like, well, if I fall off here, I'll land in those trees, or I'm like, man, if I fall off here, I'm dead for sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I'm surviving.
Yeah, I think the same thing. It's like, oh, this would be a good place to fall off. I think I could grab a branch, maybe.
Break my fall.
Oh, maybe fly into some people.
Then you look down and just over like a parking lot. You're like, this is not a good place to fall. If I fell now, I'd just eat the pavement at 100 miles an hour.
Okay, let's see. What story do you think your mom would want us to do without her? We've got a free speech thing with the mayor's sending a woman for expressing her opinion. We have RFK cutting the head off of a dead whale. We have Zuckerberg admitting that Meta interfered in the election. Which of those three would you like to talk about?
What?
You don't even know what I was talking about. It's
What
all
about
hieroglyphics to you, wasn't it?
It was pretty hieroglyphic. I won't lie. Like, it was a combination of just like, I kind of lost track of what you were saying.
Okay.
Something about some guy.
Okay, we got a woman who the mayor has arrested for speaking during a city council meeting.
Yeah.
We have RFK cutting the head off of a dead whale, and we have
Dead whale? RFK, a dead whale?
Yeah, that's what you want.
I think so, because I think I've heard of him doing other weird stuff. Like
yeah, he might be a weirdo. He might be a complete weirdo.
Like, that's not the only thing like I've heard of him doing that's weird with dead animals.
It says here, this story has recently resurfaced, so it's already been told. People already know about it. It says here, Kennedy shared a bizarre anecdote about a childhood trip to Hyannisport, Massachusetts, where her dad. Oh, this is his daughter.
Yeah.
Where her dad's at times bizarre fascination with dead animals was on full display.
What?
After learning a whale carcass had washed ashore on Squaw Island, her dad excitedly bounded.
Hold on. I'm thinking this is the reason they're at the island. I don't even think she knows how deep she is in this mess. He might have went to this island just for this.
Just for the dead whale.
She just thinks a random one washed up.
He excitedly bounded down to the beach, chainsaw in hand. Who takes a chainsaw to the beach?
Nobody ever.
And decapitated it. Right then and there, before strapping the beast's head to the family minivan with a bungee cord.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So he could study it at home. This doesn't. This is the New York Post. They seem to be a legitimate organization.
Yeah.
The family then. The story seems so fake, though.
It does.
It seems so fake.
It does until you hear more about the things he's done with
the dead bear and stuff.
Yeah.
And allegedly eaten dog and. Okay, the family then endured a 5-hour drive back to New York during which RFK's prize relentlessly assailed every bodily sense. They said it was near gag-inducing. Every time we accelerated on the highway, whale juice would pour into the windows of the car.
What?
And it was the rankest thing on the planet.
Oh my God.
This doesn't even seem real.
Who is this from?
This is
his
His
daughter?
daughter. We all had plastic bags over our heads with mouth holes cut out. And and people on the highway were giving us the finger. But that was just normal day-to-day stuff for us.
What are you talking about?
Just another day in the weird world of RFK.
I mean, I'm so curious, man. I mean, was he really going on? Is he interested in the? I mean, I think I saw a thing where he was like, people said I killed a dog or whatever, and it shows him with a skeleton of a goat, and he's like, it's a goat, it's not a dog, and you're like, well, it's why you holding up a dead skeleton of a goat?
It's not a dead skeleton. It's like a rack of animal. Like, so it's been barbecued.
Yeah.
So he's like, and he said it was a goat, or it could have been he was eating a dog.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
A lot of people are like, that looks like a dog, anatomy, not that. Earlier this month, he copped to dumping a dead bear cub in Central Park after he botched the effort to skin it.
God.
What's he skinning a bear for?
This is the guy running.
He's a weirdo.
I mean, I've heard some things about him, and I've heard a lot of people saying they'd vote for him if it wasn't for
He's a weirdo.
But they say they'd be wasting their votes because it's a two-party system.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are like, I'd vote for him if it wasn't just a two-party system. But like, this is almost too weird for me to even consider voting for him. You know.
He's a serial killer.
Like
So I pulled over and I picked up the bear and I put him in the back of my van because I was going to skin the bear and it was in very good condition and I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator. Or was he?
I know, like it's really. But what if it ends there? You know, like its kids are like, he's a normal dude. He just has an infatuation with dead animals. You know, do you still trust yourself in a room with that guy alone at night or something?
You know, but do you trust yourself in a room with any politician?
I know.
You know, so you might as well go with a guy who's just a little quirky.
I mean,
quirky.
What does
He's a
it show
falcon.
you?
He's a falconer.
What does it show you the options we have to choose for president? Two ridiculous people, and then some guy that collects dead animals. Like, we can't get a better candidate in.
So you got well, you got Kamala Harris, cackling drunk. You got Trump grabbing the pussy, and then you got RFK cutting the whale's head off with a chainsaw. Those are the three images we have.
Like, if you were
It's
a
not
normal...
we're not a real country anymore.
You know,
Idiocracy
I don't
times 10.
usually support people that, think Donald Trump's a criminal. I don't really agree with that. But I bet all three of these people would be in jail if they weren't high up in the government for stupid things that they've done. Like, you can't drop a dead bear in a park. Like, that. If you do that, the FWC is going to be knocking on your door, Yeah,
and some buddies were drinking and thought it would be a good idea to dump the dead bear in the park and make it look like he got hit by a bike. They put a bike on top of it.
Yeah, I know. What?
I mean, I want this team more than I want anything I've ever wanted in my life. Trump and RFK. Yeah. What more do you want? That's entertainment for the. I mean, that's good entertainment.
I don't like him. He's too into dead animals.
Trump's gonna dump him.
Yeah.
I do. Don't vote for me if you were gonna vote for RFK. Oh, so that's a guy's nutty. That guy's nutty.
Right.
Okay. Let's go for the nuts. Kamala, that's no fun.
Gosh.
Everything is so funny to her. Like she's one of those people that's the
God.
nervous laugh is her crutch.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. She just everything she says, she just cackles.
Yeah.
And that's her deal. And it's not really a good deal.
Not really.
It's not really a good deal.
I mean, I can't stand it when they do it on the radio. There's shows out there where you're actually, they're actually laughing, but like some shows you're just like, what are they doing, man? Like that's not even funny in any way, shape, or form. You're just laughing at nothing.
But it works.
Yeah.
It works. On the old show, most of the laughs, were just genuine laughs.
Yeah.
I would never. I had a terrible fake laugh too, because sometimes you have to fake laugh. You're just leaving somebody hanging. But I don't have I'm not a good faker.
Yeah.
Not a good faker. But most of the laughs were always genuine. We were having a good time in there. Unlike we were professional banterers.
Yeah.
And we're really good at it.
Man, I finally finished watching that Joe Rogan with the guy who's works for the government or whatever, high up in the government working on alien projects.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, but it's like whatever. Like
didn't convince you.
Wasn't too convincing. He was a lot of stuff about the Joe Rogan the whole time was just like, I need to get you drunk, trying to get the guy drunk so he could get some actual stuff out of him.
That is kind of a good idea.
But it ended up being, he says the government definitely has some type of alien craft. Gets your mind thinking. There's been a lot of UFO sightings and they're saying these shits are real. So it really does get you thinking, what the fuck's out there? And it's probably it's something. Seems like there's something out there, whether it's us or what it could be. It blows your mind.
I couldn't even tell you because it could be so many things. It could be alien craft. It could be the government. Alien craft crashed years ago, and the government finally figured out how to reverse engineer it, and now the government has spaceships. Or I'm sure there could be other things. I don't know. So I have no idea what. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about it because it's like and even if like one day you wake up and in every continent, every country, there's like a big ass ship hovering over it, like in the movies, and it could just be the government using aliens to control you, fake aliens.
I
to
get
control
that.
you.
I don't think they could build something like that.
It's a freaking blimp disguised as a spaceship. And then on the internet, it's going, it's not really spaceships, it's blimps disguised. The government. And people are like, oh, have you heard the nuts about the blimps?
Because you can't get high enough to touch the blimp, So, oh God, that's a little far fetched in my book for sure.
That's my fake alien invasion. I've been saying it for years. That's how they're going to get us.
I think there could be a fake alien invasion, but I think it'd be different, It'd just be a bunch of...
Could be, I'm sure they've got it all planned out.
There was, they did talk a lot about how they see him going fast underwater and, pretty big ships they see, supposedly submarines see.
Yeah, going fast underwater.
Yeah, going fast, and they just kind of avoid them, They know they've seen them before, and... There's just the military, they just say they kind of ignore these things usually because they see them all the time, but there's nothing they can really do about them, and they can just fly away in a second. But imagine how easy it would be for an alien species if they could, move underwater like that at hundreds of miles an hour. Then you would never see them, and they could just fucking live under the ocean somewhere. I mean, that's pretty insane.
Because people, you can't grasp it. You can't grasp the size of the ocean. It's ungraspable. If you drive, through the Ocala National Forest, you realize how much just vast land there is in Florida. 1,000 times.
It's a
million times bigger than that is the ocean, covering 75%. You could hide anywhere in there,
especially
and
if you just had slightly more advanced radar than us. We don't have much, but you think maybe 1,000 submarines is a lot of submarines, but the vastness of the ocean would never cover anything. It would cover something the size of like a big lake or something like that.
I mean, there's 8 billion people on the land, and the land is only 25%. So just imagine, and it's not overcrowded. Imagine how big the seas are and how deep they are, and we don't know shit about the ocean. Yeah. That's why I'm always saying we should look into the ocean. We don't know nothing about our own ocean.
Yeah, you might be right on that fact. I'm thinking, and I also, it's crazy, but look where's that globe? Where's that motherfucking globe?
Where'd the globe go? Right here.
Like, I mean,
look at that! Look at all that water.
There's
nothing but water in that picture right there. There's nothing but water.
And you just got a little, canal you go down in under there somewhere, a little underwater city. Could be easy.
If you take the state of Florida, it's like 1 million Floridas would fit in this ocean. Just so That's where the aliens are. They're in the water.
They might be.
Aliens are in the water. Have you heard of Ricky Gervais's new vodka, Dutch Barn vodka train?
I can't remember if you've.
I've been I follow Ricky Gervais because he's brilliant, and he's all his he says he keeps saying, I don't know if it's true, that he can't get any of his commercials approved by the BBC. Because Ricky Gervais, he don't care. He just says whatever he wants to say, and all his commercials are tongue in cheek and smart ass, and they're pretty good.
I'm Ricky Gervais, world famous comedian, but I'll tell you what isn't funny: a big old fat woman pissed up on vodka, falling over in the street, dropping her chips, and crushing a small child. Horrible. Dutch Barn. Oh,
all of his commercials are like that. They're pretty funny. He's got a guy in there with him. He's calling him a fat cunt the whole time. Yeah. It's pretty funny. So I would buy Dutch Barn. I don't know if you can get it in the Americas.
What is it? A vodka?
It's a vodka.
Man,
he's a pretty rich guy. He probably donates a lot of it to charity. He's big into animal rights.
Man. Everybody's got a vodka nowadays.
Everybody's got a tequila. Everybody's got a vodka.
Why is that like? I guess I guess they'll always do that. If you if you're really into a rapper or some movie star or somebody like that, and they come out with an alcohol, you're like, I want to drink.
I might do that. Pretty good, cool to get some Larry David tequila.
Yeah. But it has nothing to do with them. Like, you can't even wrap your mind around the fact that it has absolutely. They made this vodka, and now you're gonna put your name on it.
It has absolutely nothing to do with you. You have no idea how to distill vodka or bourbon or tequila.
Yeah.
They just they say, taste this, and you go, oh, they taste good.
Yeah.
And they put your name on it. It's a good gig. It's a good racket.
Sometimes even the commercials will make you feel like, oh, this guy brewed this stuff. This guy distilled this himself. You're like, oh, no, there's no way.
It had nothing to do with it. They've been running commercials on local radio about this Real Housewife. I don't keep track of the Real Housewife. Teresa Gudiducci or whatever her name is. She's the most famous Real Housewife ever, and she was in Tampa promoting some kind of tequila or vodka. I have no idea. And she was going to be at 2 different places, and there was a commercial on the radio. I'm like, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Teresa," and it's like. We are a sad country that the people that we mark out to. It's like I get to marking out with somebody with talent. We mark out to some loudmouth cunt on a show where they fake argue.
I mean,
oh my God.
This is. I'm pretty happy. I'm actually gonna have to ask, what is Real Housewives? I don't think I've ever
the Real
seen it.
Housewives of Atlanta, the Real Housewives of Los Angeles, the Real
what do they
Housewives
do?
of Miami. You get these annoying yentas, these women who are usually gold diggers.
Yeah.
And so you find the most famous or the most richest housewives in each city, and you put them together, and you have them fake argue for years. For years.
No.
And people eat that shit up, and it makes me want
I can't stand that.
to jump off a building. It's why do we like the Deadliest Catch? Those guys would make appearances, and at least I kind of get that. They're really catching crabs.
They're
fucking catching crabs.
That makes way more sense. You know?
I mean, that's a dangerous job. They're really catching crabs. It's, for a season or two, it's kind of interesting.
If you're a mark, though, if you're marked to the cast of the Deadliest
I'm not
Catch,
going to see the Deadliest Catch.
Those guys, if you're really a diehard want to see crab, you might be a little bit weird.
Yeah, but I think it's more normal than idolizing those people on the Real Housewives. Absolutely despicable. Here's a good gimmick. They went to maybe or somewhere around the DNC, and they asked people who were there what their favorite Kamala Harris policy is.
Can you be up for a quick interview?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
What's your favorite policy of Kamala's?
That's a hard one.
What's your favorite policy?
See, and these are the people. These are the people that are going gaga in the stands, in the arena. They're so excited about Kamala. They can't control themselves, and they have no idea.
I mean, I might not really. I don't really know one of. She's brand new to being the. I wasn't even thinking about her being the president months ago, like 1 month ago.
Yeah.
So it's a little. She's new, and I don't really care about most of her policies. She was the vice president during this terrible, terrible time of inflation and the prices all going up. So I'm against that. I don't really care about any of the policies. That's all I think about.
And these people don't care about the policies either, because they're crazy about her. So they take exactly what you said, and they don't care about any of that. They don't care at all. They think this is the craziest time to be alive. These people are brainwashed. You could put Satan himself up as head of the Democratic Party right now, and people would vote for him instead of the Orange Man.
Yeah.
Where the country's lost its soul. We're done. We're done with. I don't think you come back from this. Let's see what this guy thinks of her policies.
Policy of Kamala's.
Her being president.
That's your favorite policy position?
Oh yeah.
I can come up with a better answer than that, though.
We're a nation of total idiots.
How so?
Because it covers everything that she defends.
See, the guy has no idea what he's saying. That's what she would say. That's the kind of word salad she says.
Really excited for her to restore reproductive rights across America.
That's somebody with an intelligent, at least, answer.
Yeah.
She can't do that, though. I don't think she can do that.
How do you think she'll go about doing that?
I don't know.
Fun question.
I don't know. I'm picking and choosing. I mean, I really like most of them.
So you have to look at it broadly, right? It's about what she stands for right now.
What's your favorite?
This is America right here, buddy.
Kamala's policies.
I'm trying to think. Well, actually, more of like, what Waltz comes in.
All of her policies, everything from I'm non-binary.
Yeah, strike one right there. Yeah. This guy with the knotted beard and the non-binary shirt.
And so all of the policies for basic human rights to have our own bodies and do with them as we please.
Unless you don't want to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
When the Democratic Party was the party of forced vaccination.
Her willingness to move forward on affordable health care.
How do you think she'll do that as president?
I think she'll work to motivate the legislature to vote in favor of it.
As her as a person, just tops out any policy.
Her as a person tops out. She's such a wonderful person. Even though she couldn't get a single vote, a single delegate in the primaries when she actually ran, her personality is that of the greatest person in the Democrat Party.
I don't know.
I don't
what to do, man.
You're so dumb. Yeah, just live your life, enjoy your life, and don't worry about this nonsense. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Zero you can do about it. Just like Donna, I voted to make her happy against Rick Scott and Jack Mariano, and they're incumbents, and they won 86% and 74% of the vote. What are you going to do? You're fighting a legion of morons.
My stance is basically that I don't agree with the government in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly. That's my stance as well.
It's like sometimes, even me, getting me to think this Trump character, you get a little, little things where he's funny and stuff like that, and you kind of end up liking him. But he's still a fucking dirtbag in the fucking government, no matter what. You don't get that high up without being a douchebag, asshole, piece of shit, usually.
And the people that make up the Republican Party, if you think that Rick Scott and Matt Gaetz and Lindsey Graham are going to do anything in Congress to help you ever, you're wrong. That's why people vote for Trump, because he says he's going to drain the swamp, but he's not.
Yeah, and with his interviews and stuff, every once in a while, he almost gets me. He almost gets me liking him enough to go vote for him, but not quite.
It's like you might, I don't know if I'll vote, but if I did, I would vote for Trump because, hey, let's switch up the party. This sucks right now. Let's go for a different suckness.
Yeah.
Let's switch up the suckiness because, why not? I hate what's going on now.
Yeah.
I think everything sucks.
I think I'm going to...
I mean, if Trump, all he did was drill and brought the gas prices down, he would have done more than any president in the last 100 years. Because they don't do anything ever.
That's the only thing that, I agree with.
They don't do anything ever.
The whole country should be ran a different way.
It should.
Where these people aren't so famous and in charge and
that's disgusting.
don't rule over your life so much. But if it's going to be like that no matter fucking what, I guess I'd rather have some guy who's a little bit funny or whatever.
And today we're going to cut the head off of a whale.
I mean, if he would do that, just go do that live on the fucking beach right now, and then fucking strap it to his hood and drive it home to his house and take it in his garage and start dissecting it. Like, I might vote for the guy.
Did he say that?
His daughter said it was a true story. They cut off the head of a dead whale and strapped to the roof of their car and took it home.
If he did that and went out there, cut it off, strapped it to the roof, put a bag over his head and said, fuck the police. And fuck the laws.
RFK.
Fuck the laws on dead bodies.
He's got a fascination with dead animals.
But that always means
are they just putting that out there to...
Oh, it's his daughter. I don't know. I don't know if his daughter's against him.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
She
tell
is
you
if
that.
she's saying that.
I think it was like a 2000. It was a 2012
She was just like
story,
that, but
so.
she was like, "That's just my dad," She's
That's what she said. That's what it was like. That was a day in our life. So I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Man,
you got me.
I mean, is that all serial killers usually kill animals, as a kid. But is he even killing animals?
But no, allegedly. I mean, I don't think he killed the whale, but allegedly he just likes dead animals. He likes these.
He probably found that bear dead, tried to take it home and skin it, couldn't do it, and put it in the park under a bicycle. I don't know. Or he's a psychopath.
Or he's a psychopath. It could be either one. You want to take a break and then we'll come back.
Oh, okay. And then do the Tom McDonald.
Oh yeah, we got Tom McDonald coming up, and I ain't got nothing to play.
You ain't got nothing to play.
The stuff on the I wanted to clarify, like the stuff on the Amazon wish list. It's the phone, the 2 cords, and then the other one, the microphone I got that I have on there is for the bar show. To try to hook one in.
It has second mic?
Yeah, it has a USB cord.
You could do that. That'd be good.
So we'll try to do a second mic.
Yeah.
Well,
that
we
would
need
help.
to do. We need another laptop and another Yeti and another camera. Then we have a patio cam. So we do the bar show, and we take
Yeah.
a break. We go sit out on the patio, and then you go right to the patio cam.
Yeah,
And then
there we go.
We kick back and relax out there for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
That might be kind of cool.
I don't think you'd have to hook the two computers together. You can't have two.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you
laptops
can't
and
have
just two separate.
two
They'd be-
streams
yeah.
going on. You have to have the patio stream on a different channel. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was gonna sound good to me.
We get a supercomputer where we can plug everything into. That's what
Oh,
we
yeah.
need. Can somebody build us a supercomputer? like Fletch did. Fletch built us a supercomputer.
Yeah.
We couldn't have done this without Fletch. We should bow down to Fletch. I haven't heard from Fletch in a long time.
Me neither.
And the guy came over here, built that computer, took him all day long.
We were supposed to do some flamethrowing stuff with them, but we never did.
So, I've lost touch with
Like
him.
over at the pond or something. But
Yep.
it's not like we did it without them. We just never
No,
organized that. Yeah.
And on that note, thanks, Fletch. Thanks, Fletch, and we'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Hey, what's up? It's Ned. And it's time for another Neditorial. That's where I travel back in time and suckle all the founding father wisdom out of Ben Franklin's left tit, and then regurgitate it back all over you. God, here we go. Today I want to talk about the latest phony outrage concerning Confederate memorials and statues. First of all, many of these memorials are for Confederate soldiers who died in battle. And just like any soldier who dies in battle, they died doing what a bunch of rich assholes told them to do. Somebody hands them a musket and says, go kill those guys in gray, and that's what they fucking do. Confederate soldiers didn't own slaves. Only rich motherfuckers owned slaves. All the Confederate soldiers knew was these dudes from up north were fixing to burn down their houses, and the government told them to shoot them. So that's what they did. Secondly, nobody gives a shit about Confederate monuments and statues. Me and my coworkers are not gathered around the water cooler debating a statue that, until a week ago, we didn't even know fucking existed. And I'm sure African Americans don't have any bigger concerns than statues honoring people that, quite frankly, most Americans don't even know who the fuck they are. It's fake news, phony outrage, because all those people who are allegedly so outraged by these monuments to a bunch of dudes who lived 150 years ago probably learned about this story on their iPhones. iPhones made in China by workers who make 13 fucking cents an hour. Workers who try to kill themselves by jumping off the roof so many times they had to install suicide nets around the factory. Kinda sounds a little slavey to me. Actually, sounds a lot slavey. So all you hypocrites and phonies don't really care about slavery, or you'd be protesting the fact that the Chinese are getting slavey with it. But you don't give two shits about the Chinese slaves. You care about an old piece of granite getting slavey with it nobody even looks at anymore. Look, I don't give a shit about Robert E. Lee. Robert E. Lee could suck my dick. Actually, I'd be cool with a statue of Robert E. Lee down on his knees, sucking off Abraham Lincoln, getting slavey with it. Oh, by the way, this is all just a huge distraction from the fact that the politicians have stolen all our money, sent all our jobs overseas, getting slavey with it, and now we're in a perpetual state of war just to keep our shitty economy going. Too bad you didn't notice, because your panties were in a wad over a bunch of bullshit. Oh well, my teabag's creeping up my crack as well. Getting slavey with it. And Ulysses Grant can suck my dick too. Lay down. Getting slavey with it. Getting slavey with it. Hey, what's up? It's Ned.
We've been had, America. Tricked. Hoodwinked. Bamboozled. I'm talking about the raising of this debt ceiling bullshit. It's all a fucking scam. both parties are perpetrating yet another fraud on the American people. They didn't cut spending. They didn't cut spending one dime. They merely cut future increases in spending. And that's like me saying, I was gonna buy a Bugatti, but now I'm just gonna buy a Lamborghini. Look how fucking frugal I am. So now these greedy bastards have another $2.4 trillion to spend. $2.4 trillion to give to Goldman Sachs, while you get your house foreclosed on and your unemployment benefits cut. Because everybody on Wall Street is making record profits while the middle class hasn't gained a fucking nickel in the last 10 years. So listen up. Listen real close. Shut your yappy fucking dog up and shove a pacifier in that screaming brat's mouth. Okay? Because here we go. If you're a Democrat, you're a fucking asshole. That's right, a fucking asshole. And if you're a Republican, you're a fucking moron. And if you're a Tea Partier, you're an asshole.
That's enough. It's enough, Ned. We got to get to the Sean Raz new Tom McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
Yippee yo. Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget to vote. Vote.cltampa.com/entertainment. Best podcast of the Bay, The Hang. Best morning TV show, ClusterF. The Hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.
Create fake names and vote twice. Create fake names and vote twice.
No. Totally keep it legal. Don't. It's all in the bag. Len Carr's got a bot farm in India.
Yeah.
We got the most votes ever.
By a million.
We're going to be disqualified. Got to get to the hot Tom McDonald song.
Lencar Bot Farm. I'm liking that.
Yeah.
Are we doing some Tom McDonald?
Yeah, Facebook's slow.
Gosh, I hope it's not angry. I hope he's not angry. You can usually tell by the picture of it if he's angry
Let's
or not.
see where the Tom McDonald.
Oh, is it two middle fingers though?
Oh boy!
I told you you'd be able to tell.
Here we go.
I'm gonna say he's angry.
We shall see.
He's gonna be angry.
Don't forget to share.
It's kind of a Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. He's got a Kid Rock middle finger in
Kid
the back.
Rock
The same
the
one,
deal.
I think.
Kid Rock in the deal.
I think the world's gone brain dead. Since when did everybody identify as they, them? Cut off all their penises and trade them for some fake breasts. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful while they take an Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic. And they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second. And any time that I mention that men can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think of work. It's a weapon and wanna teach me a lesson.
I mean, he is kind of expressing how I feel right now, because that's how I just feel. I just want to flip everybody off about everything nowadays.
And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen, hit the evidence. Instead of putting him in the slammer, cause he's too rich to be canceled, we try to fill a prison
I don't
cell
know
with
that
the
look. I don't know if I can deal with this look with the.
The look is awful.
Yeah.
I don't know what the beginning of that was either. He had like a Speedo on with a Canadian leaf in the crotch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too fast, Tim.
Too fast.
You know, if you're a message rapper.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Don't do the speed rap where we can't understand it.
Yeah.
President, born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she, everybody needs me. All of my
I don't know what he's saying. I can't understand. I can't understand
what's
any
going
of it.
on.
I gotta put that damn closed caption on to fucking understand what he's saying.
All of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she, everybody needs me.
I said if you got a weenie, something about he, she. I don't know.
Wandy doctor. Tell him save me mod.
I think he's jumped the shark,
This is
man.
getting pretty fucking goofy.
Jumped the shark.
Me to see one rapper. Here, Chi-Chi man.
What? What did he say? And what is going on?
Oh, this is shit. Oh.
World's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every time I rap, I got them crapping their pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. You're yelling free Palestine. Look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children ain't gay, they've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans praying shady will diss me. Everybody.
Women praying shady with this me. Too much Disney. Eminem fans praying shady with this me. With this. I don't.
Me.
I mean, they could be translating it wrong.
I mean, shady will diss me.
Praying shady will diss me.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Freed Britney, your children ain't gay, they've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans praying shady will diss me. Everybody's so triggered that I just keep getting bigger. They want a Morgan Wall in me like Tom McDonald said. I just wanna know about which rich celebrities kiss kids. The Epstein list is hid from existence. I don't wanna be nobody other than me. I wanna choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps like Ellen Page.
I think Tom McDonald has he has some AI, and he puts in. He just says they already know all his lyrics. He says just rearrange the lyrics and give me a new song, and then here he goes.
And a man if she's squatting the pee. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they them he she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and BBs, they them he she. Everybody needs me. Don't call me a white boy, I identify as black. My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunter's smoking crack.
He's smoking crack.
He's back on the.
He's back on the stuff.
On the stuff. It was nice knowing you, Tom. Downhill spiral.
The R word, so y'all are handicapped. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and
Does this not really seem like, you know, he couldn't handle the fame and he's back on the back on the drugs?
On the alcohol.
Good. Best of luck to you in rehab, Tom. Come on, you can do it. If you got a weenie and a vagini, they, them, he, she, everybody needs me. Okay, I get it. I guess I get it.
all of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing
Maybe he's
both
just doing
ways.
it because he's saying everybody's crazy, so he's being crazy.
Weenie, tatas, and BBs, they them he she.
I don't like any of his outfits, and this whole thing is ridiculous.
This is the worst part is when he does his Jamaican thing.
Tell him save me man, me the C1 rapper. He a chichi man.
What? Well, I don't know what's going on. Wow.
Oh man, I'm speechless.
You got some.
Had a good beat.
I might watch that again later just to try and like fix my brain. Like what did I just go through?
Did you say you wanted to hear it again?
No, I did not.
Since when did everybody identify as they, them? Cut off all their penises and trade them for some fake breasts. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful while they take an Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic. And they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's
gonna play this on the way home. YouTube
only
this
if I
up?
see the video.
Offended by everything, every second, and any time that I mention that men can never get pregnant. I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and wanna teach me a lesson. And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen, hit the evidence. Instead of putting him in the slammer cause he's too rich to be canceled, we try to fill a prison cell with the president. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're
It's kind of growing on me.
not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left,
Got a good
if
hook.
you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways.
All right, that's enough of that. You know, if you look at the music that's out though, it's better than most of the songs that are on the charts.
I'll just play that audio real quick. The
This
Jamaican
is
guy.
of your favorite part? Favorite part? Here we go.
Wandy doctor, tell him save me mad.
I don't even know what he says. One doctor. Tell him save me, ma.
He the C1 rapper. He a chichi man. think the world's gone mad.
What's a Chi-Chi? What's a Chi-Chi?
I don't know.
I don't understand none of it.
I'm not Jamaican.
I'm left befuddled and speechless. Yeah, I mean, if that was like the only song he did, but it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff.
It wasn't the same. That it was different.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Wasn't as angry. It wasn't as angry as I thought it'd be.
Everybody needs me. I still don't understand it. I don't get it.
Oh, man, I saw this Capital One commercial last night, and he was. It was whatever. It was a terrible joke about how the guy in the commercial lived at the Capital One place, and he was going to bed, and he's like, "Good night, don't let the overdraft fees bite." And I just thought that was a big fuck you by Capital One to the people, man.
Yeah.
Don't let the overdraft fees bite. Like, overdraft fees is like the biggest scam going.
That's how they make a lot of money, man.
A lot of money.
You think of it that way, and you're like, that's evil. But they're making it from people who obviously have no money, that have to take it. And you're screwing the poorest people out of the billions of dollars. Like, what a dick move, man. That's pretty dicky.
That's like the check, the check places where you can cash a check when you don't have any money. That's just indentured servitude, and you forever owe the check place forever, and you keep coming back for more.
What do they call that? Amscott?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Gosh.
What's this video you sent me here, Trace?
But the Amscott deal, like, I don't know if was there Amscotts around when you guys were kids? Was that like a thing?
Not
Not
really.
that I
really.
remember.
I mean,
if you didn't have the money, you couldn't cash a check. We were old school back in the day.
I mean, I have so many friends that used it to get cash loans, but like nobody ever paid it back, and they just have. That's why none of my friends had good credit. And, every kid like did it, when they're like 18 or 19, they get their $500 cash advance and never pay it back. And start out with terrible credit and never able to pay it back. And just, I don't know.
I guess if you got nothing to lose.
I mean, I've been there to pay, like, you got to give like a money order or something like that. But I could never get a cash advance no matter how broke I was. I'm like, you got to pay the same amount. I'm never going to be, I'm not planning on being a lot richer next week to where I could easily pay this off.
Yeah.
Be in the same hole.
NHRA says, is the chat working for you guys? Everybody else says yeah. So they said maybe you turned your chat off somehow. I had to say it because he can't read it. So.
Yeah. True. What's this video here, Trace?
This is just a good video of incompetence. It's a good police video. It's pretty. This guy's chasing this guy. Oh, he's gonna pit him. He's gonna pit him. Oh, wait. It's another cop.
Oh, I didn't see your light.
What in the world is he wearing?
Oh, I got the wrong car. I didn't see the lights in the back. I got the wrong car.
They're both. I read in the chat that they're both chasing a different car that looks like the car there, and that guy didn't have his lights.
He didn't have his lights
until
on.
he got
He didn't have
spun
his lights
around,
on.
then he turned them on.
Yeah, you can see him turn the lights on when he gets spun out. Now he's like, oh, I better turn my lights on.
Yeah, right there. Why does he look like he has on a half shirt and a tank top?
It looks like he's got on booty shorts too.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's a bulletproof
It
vest.
looks like he's going to a transvestite party or something.
But he didn't have his lights on. He's trying to be incognito.
Yeah, he's trying to get there quick.
And why don't you? And if you're chasing a stolen car, why don't you have your lights on? I mean, they're supposed to,
You just forgot to turn them on.
Oh, I didn't see your lights. I didn't see your lights in the back. Oh, you got the wrong car. I didn't see the lights in the back.
I mean, he's got a point. He did not have
didn't
his
have
lights
it
on.
Yeah, I got the wrong car.
Didn't have the lights on.
I mean, you probably would have been able to see those lights.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
pulled them over.
for sure.
Yeah.
He would absolutely. I mean, he's got lights on in the back too.
Weston said he sent you some good videos.
No. Man, that was pretty.
And then he gets out like, what the hell? It's like, well, how are you supposed to know? What kind of license plates do they have?
Well, I think if you're an undercover one like that, you might have a different license plate. You know, it'll try and look normal.
Toyo Tommy gifted a sub, taking him to 110 gifted. Thank you very much. Toyo Tommy, appreciate it.
Man, I got my sleep schedule all fucked up from that stomach ache I had 2 nights ago. Because I really never went to bed. And then I took a nap yesterday, and then trying to go to sleep last night was almost impossible.
Why?
From taking a nap.
Because I fell asleep during the day. You take a nap during the day, it's hard to go to bed at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what you got. Yeah, you got to
mess my whole schedule up.
You need to eat a cookie or something. That'll knock you out. Here's a video. I don't know what kind of algorithm Weston has.
What is? Yeah, it's about what I expected.
Here we go.
Look, it's like fighting.
It's fighting on chin-up bars.
Yeah, they hang and fight with their feet.
You got a cup on?
I would imagine. I would imagine. Wow, it's violent. Oh, it's violent.
How does that?
One guy down.
Oh, you can kick in the
Two
face.
guys, two guys. Do you break?
I don't know what country this is from, but there must not be very many rules and regulations when it comes to
I don't need to see the nude guy.
Yeah,
the nude guy giving commentary.
I thought he's playing video games. I thought he was in a helicopter at first. I was like, why is he not got a shirt on?
That'd be a way cooler video if this guy was nude in a helicopter.
I think I even thought the fan was a propeller. I'm living in a different world.
Safety never seems to be a concern or an idea. You must not be able to sue how you can a square bar, right?
I'm not.
40. Just hang up.
I don't need to hear. Oh, he's just sticking. There's no more action. I don't need to hear any of you. I just needed to see. I just needed to see.
Kick in the face,
to see this. I mean, you're gonna break somebody's cheekbone or nose, just bare kicks to the face.
That's why you gotta hold your head back as far as you can.
I mean, you'd have to pay me a lot of money to take one of those spots, man. I mean, it'd have to be like.
And then you get kicked in the head and knocked out.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall on you're gonna limp body, and you could break your neck on the way down. You know, when
and you have to hold yourself up.
Oh, brutal.
I don't know what country.
There's a guy in the helicopter again.
That's crazy. Oh,
that
babe.
is some crazy stuff.
Oh,
there.
we got some Donna porn, maybe. If this is a different one.
Oh, here we go.
Donna, yeah.
This guy
Donna's
really,
so hot
this
for
guy
Matt the
really
Welder.
sticks with me, man. I think about him all day long after we watch these videos. I'm like, I'm gonna take.
You should. Everybody.
I'm gonna go say something.
Matt the Welder, the #1 investigative reporter in America.
Yes.
Governor DeSantis, it's about time me and you talked. Listen here, little fella. We, the people of Florida, would like our lands like these left just the way they are. Instead of trying to build golf courses for your wealthy donors on our precious state parks, we would like you to purchase more land and preserve more land
I don't know.
for future generations.
I think a lot of people that grew up here might want that, but like anybody, how many people are coming from out of state that
we
don't give a
fuck what they want.
You don't give a fuck. You'd definitely rather have some houses and a golf course that you can move into.
Yeah, well, they can go fuck off to some other state.
Doesn't matter. They want the money for the politicians and the big businesses is in progress. It's in more people,
big people. Big sugar, big,
big construction, big everything, and eventually the entire state will be paved. Eventually, every state in the union will be just paved over with cities.
I saw a post the other day about the Panther. What is it?
Florida Panther.
Yeah, and a lot of them. Remember when they showed one time where they could hardly walk?
They had some kind of disease.
They're getting like feline leukemia.
They probably
someone was saying, someone was saying. I think Carol Baskins even chimed in on it. Saying a lot of cats.
I don't believe anything that woman says.
Feline leukemia and stuff, and they're trying to figure it out. And it's like, I wouldn't doubt it if they didn't have big sugar down there or big whatever corporations.
Yeah.
Poisoning these animals and spreading feline leukemia so they could be rid of them all, and that's one hurdle off the books that they can start paving over the Everglades. They're going to do that eventually. So they don't care about Florida Panthers, or they don't care about people, let alone animals. So they would kill them in a second. And people like Carol Baskins or the Fish and Wildlife, you're not in on it. You're not in on that. It's not like I think, FWC would be out there the one doing it. No, they're not in on it. It's some, scumbags that are paid for by big corporations to go out and spread the feline leukemia.
I don't know about all that.
You don't know, you don't think they would kill the Florida Panthers? So that they could...
in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Second.
There's like 250 Florida Panthers standing in the way of much more unfettered development.
Yeah.
So they got to get rid of those Panthers. Yeah. They got to get rid of them.
So suddenly they come up with
and
feline leukemia.
They will.
All I can think about is Carol Baskins. And like, how can... it turned a whole country against someone... Usually in that circumstance, everybody would pick her side, animal activists against the guy who keeps tigers in little cages and, does cup raising and all that terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Somehow that documentary, though, got everybody to like Joe Exotic more than her.
That kind of shows how fake the Trump hatred is. Because people have always liked Trump, and you can show videos of Whoopi Goldberg and Joe Behar kissing him. Everybody always liked Trump, and his opponent is the Carol Baskins.
Yeah,
and people generally gravitate to people who are funny. That's why they like Tiger King. He had an engaging personality, even though he was a piece of shit. There's a lot of piece of shits who are charming. He had a way. He had the it factor. Joe, what's his name? Joe Tiger, what's
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic had the it factor. Trump has the it factor. Yeah. So that the brainwashing against him is totally fake.
Yeah.
Because people like that. And that's the way it is.
Carol Baskin really never did anything, She supposedly killed her husband. That's what everybody thought. And then it's been rumored that they found him. He's doing all right. So the whole thing was just made up by Joe Exotic that she killed her husband.
And maybe we were brainwashed to hate Carol Baskins.
She's a
nice lady who saves cats.
She did. She was weird.
She wasn't taking that we know of, taking cats out and shooting them because she couldn't afford to feed them.
No,
he was.
I don't know what she was a weird person. Using using free labor, but it's free and she's making money off of it.
Yeah,
that she's doing a bunch of little stuff, but
she probably wasn't as bad as Joe Exotic.
No, nowhere close. But I still hate that cunt. I can't help it. I don't think I could ever. She could be the nicest person in the world. that video really swayed me.
TDS is Trump derangement syndrome. You got CBDS, Carol Baskin derangement syndrome.
I do.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Gosh, that show really shows you how everybody could be fooled in every way just by the media.
Yep.
Just by a Netflix documentary.
Yep.
Sad. Here's more porn for Donna.
Because right now the threat isn't that we don't have enough golf courses, Mr. Governor. It's that we don't have enough wild and rural lands. How cool would it be to have a state park that was a functioning cattle ranch? Because Starkey Ranch in Pasco County is completely gone, as is just about every big name ranch that had ever been in the state of Florida. Now, all you cattlemen out there, you better really look at who you're voting for in November, because some of the people that you support want to destroy your way of life. It's time for a little bit of change. And Governor, back to you. We don't want the state in the lodging business.
See, you better watch it, buddy. You can't be putting these videos out about the governor.
I've
Next thing you know,
been like, I want to go out and help this guy in some way or have him on the show or something, and then I'm like, then we're gonna go to jail.
I don't want to be in the boat he's in, but good for him. Good for him.
We don't want the state turning our state parks and our state lands into the next tourist attraction. We want them the way God made them. We don't need pickleball courts out here. We want these lands left alone because we understand that the Florida panther is in danger. Right now, there's a 3,000-acre tract in Dover, Florida. It's the last big piece of land inside of Hillsborough County. And there's a male Florida panther.
What'd you say?
And they really want
Yeah, they're going to kill.
That's why they're giving them Philip.
They're going to kill you. They're going to kill them panthers.
Panther that we citizens know wander that piece of property. The state has told us it's okay to develop this piece of property because male panthers are transient and they move. Well, if there's a Florida panther on a 3,000-acre tract and you're looking to spend money on a great outdoors bill, why don't you buy that 3,000-acre tract in Hillsborough County where the panther is and open it up as Hillsborough County's next state park, Governor? Because it would be a lot better as a state park of dope.
Boy, you just, come on, Matt. They ain't
It's
interested.
a little delusional.
They ain't interested.
I mean,
his donors don't want that at a state park. His donors want to develop.
well, I mean, what? But like, isn't it so? Like, this guy's like, oh, make something a nice state park, and you're just like, this guy's insane. This guy's a lunatic.
Isn't that sad? Well, it should be a no-brainer.
I mean, he's asking the government to do something the people might want that won't
really
make them money.
He's
like,
really lost it. He's living in La La Land. It's not happening, buddy.
But we all back you.
Yeah, I agree with him 100%, but it's not going to happen.
Than it would an energy
maybe it's just negative energy in this room. I think maybe you should go out and. I don't know.
Go help him. Go help him in his.
I'm doing as much as I can right here talking about it.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee you there will not be one single Florida panther in 25 years.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can. I realized that a few years ago. I was like, oh, there's no way.
No, and
there's
the ones that haven't been hit
way.
by cars, they're going to kill them. They'll kill them with that feline leukemia. They're doing it right now.
They're in the way. The panthers are in the way of money.
They did that.
People making a lot of money. So the Dover's going to get developed, and the panther will move.
Feline leukemia runs through, like feral cats, where there's a bunch of feral cats. Well, there's not a bunch of.
Yeah, they probably very rarely make contact with each
right.
other.
There's not a bunch of them to spread it around like a feral cat colony.
What can you get from cats? Like, what is there, usually most sicknesses from animals can't be transferred, but there's stuff like rabies and stuff. If you get, scratched by a cat, do you got to worry about something?
Just rabies.
Just rabies?
Yeah.
Is that the only one you got to worry about?
If you're a pregnant woman and you get, remember,
the litter thing.
There's a litter if you get scratched by a cat. Yeah, that's the only thing that I've ever heard of. So, we've had cats our whole. I don't think we ever caught nothing from our cat.
I caught the toxoplasmosis for sure.
Yeah, that's what
what
you got.
I watch videos on that all the time, and I'm like, gosh, I got it. Like, they've done studies with most motorcycle drivers that have it.
Have toxoplasmosis.
That die, and they take apart their brain. They all have toxoplasmosis. I've got it for sure.
Yeah, he does have it. There's no cure. There's no cure, buddy.
I'm I got it just light enough to where I don't get a motorcycle.
Got a mild case. Toxic. What's
Nah,
it called?
it's pretty high,
Toxoplasmosis?
yeah, but I mean, I know if I got a motorcycle, I'd be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't help it. You know, the few times I've rode a motorcycle, like, you know, my friend will let me drive their crotch rocket or something. I'm like getting on it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drive nice and slow up to the gas station, and you know, you ran, and you know, straight away, you're like, ran.
Yeah, there's no way. You'd be dead in a week, in a day.
Complex with 1,900 homes built on an old phosphate mine and a Superfund site. See, Governor, there's a lot of dilapidated golf courses right now besides all these bedroom communities that have been built. If you want to get in the golf course business, why don't you buy up those golf courses and open those up to the public? Heck,
There's a ton of golf courses that are
And
going
put
out
your-
of business.
and put your pickleball there.
They're going out of business everywhere.
It's not your place. It's not our government's or the taxpayers' place to build pickleball courts. Can I just fucking say that? Put it in communities. Let the developers put it in their communities.
You know, these golf courses are going
It's
out of
money.
business because people don't play that much golf.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
for old retired people, and that's all that's moving down here. So they're just, you know, it's all old
That's true.
retired people that want to play pickleball and, you know, play golf. And they're looking to move into new neighborhoods where a bunch of old people from up north are living too. It's like the villages,
Yeah,
man.
well,
They
fuck
just
off. That's what I say.
That's all they want to do.
All they wanna do
play
is golf
pickleball
and
and golf,
pickleball.
and ride on their golf carts. That's all. Yeah. So DeSantis probably doing a smart thing politically, but not for the good of it.
It sounds like
it's
I'm
not good for the state.
It sounds like I'm picking on Jerry when I talk about this, but it has nothing to do with him. He just happens to be involved in it.
a lot of those golf courses on those communities were built with tennis courts that could very easily be converted to pickleball courts. I don't know much about pickleballing, but I know it can't be much more different than tennis. Everybody that sees this, does anybody else stand with the welder when we tell the governor, not in our parks? I'm Matt the Welder. God bless America. And I really hope Governor Ron DeSantis listens to me and preserves more of these beautiful lands.
he
for
ain't.
the next generation.
Yeah, he ain't. He's got 2.4 million likes. That's pretty good.
Not bad. You know, maybe he'll get famous enough to die.
177,000 followers.
Yeah, if this guy dies.
If he commits suicide, you mean?
Yeah, if anything happens.
He's a neutral extremist.
Oh,
I don't think that's because you can't.
Not a good name.
It's not a good name. That'll get you 2 years just for naming yourself that.
Trace, did you say there was a what's that? What's the video of Jake from SoFlo? We should listen to that.
Oh, do you want to listen to some new Jake from SoFlo?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 new songs.
3 new songs from Jake.
What's he calling himself?
0 Day.
0
So he
Day.
wouldn't let them use SoFlo, and he ain't using it. He just didn't want them to use it.
Yeah, 0 Day 333. You can look that up on YouTube.
Okay, YouTube.
I have a Spotify. I doubt you have Spotify.
I got Spotify
on that computer
right here.
Oh, if you go to it, yeah, you can
say the name.
It's all 3 of his songs and stuff. It's 0 Day 333.
0 Day 333.
No, the 333 is the song name.
Okay, 0 Day.
Yeah,
that's it.
0 Day is with the actual 0
Yeah.
spelt out, but the zero, the O at the end of 0 might be a 0 though.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I didn't type it in that way.
Okay, let's see if it goes. Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like the number 333 or spelled out 333?
It's 0 Day right there.
So he's
333.
Here we go.
He's got 3 songs.
333.
Everything, 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 everything. Everything, 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 everything. Everything I touch, it turns to stone. Then it rains and it breaks apart. Everything I love is back at home chest, video. And as a kid, I had to keep my hands in pockets.
Fruity like.
It's not bad though. It's not bad.
His music used to be. It used to be happy.
Yeah,
Everything was
now
happy.
it's
Now,
got-
now he's
all
like
of 'em
everything
are-
he touches turns to stone.
Anytime I was around fragile objects, mom and dad must have known something that I didn't. Then again, who am I kidding? No, they didn't. Yeah. Still, sometimes it's hard for me to feel excited. It's like the whole world's throwing me a party and I'm not invited.
Not too bad.
Getting
Not
back
too
into the
bad.
flow.
Been staring at the bright side so long I've gone blinded. Yeah, I'm looking for the 333. Still, I can't find
I'm
it.
just such a SoFlo mark that I can't not like. It's hard to not like it.
What's the
What's the
333?
333?
I would imagine it's an area,
Area
code.
code? Is it?
That's what I thought. That's
Find it, no, I can't find it. Gotta fix the light switch, trying to get enlightened. I get like this when I give no shits when I've got no spliff. Might just area this after all I
What'd you say?
It's not an area code.
I don't know. I just guess.
the weight of all this skill.
Did anything come up under 333?
It says there's not a valid area code. There are some numbers in Missouri that start with 333. So maybe he's from Missouri. I don't know.
What is the 333 rule for anxiety?
Ned's Navy says 333 is a religious number. I don't know.
The 333 anxiety rule involves observing 3 things you can see, 3 things you can hear, and 3 things you can move or touch. It's a grounding technique. Maybe he's talking about that.
That's
Maybe.
probably what he would be talking
Yeah, I'm about that 333 life. Then I've been
of-
trying to
like a
ground.
bunch of
I always
bullshit.
try and ground a little bit.
With him on the floor in
I
the
like a
kitchen.
beach.
Wonder
Want to try another one?
Nah, I can. I
you just-
only get a little more.
if he knew something I didn't. Still, sometimes it's hard for me to feel excited. It's like the whole world's throwing me a party and I'm not invited. Been staring at the bright side so long I've gone blinded.
I like the hook. That's a good hook.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking for the 333. Still, I can't find it. Looking for the 333. Still, I can't find it. I can't find it. 333. Still, I can't find it.
813 3 Gamer says the angel number 333 encourages to set plans into action and let your personal strength be the guide to trust yourself and put thought into your choices. That definitely sounds like Jake.
Yeah,
I think that's what
That's what he's talking
that's
about.
what he's talking about.
Everything I touch, it turns to stone. Everything I touch, it turns to stone.
Killer JP says it's like SoFlo banged Owl City and birthed this song. I think that's a pretty good. I think you nailed that one.
Everything I love is back at home. Everything I love is back at home. Still, sometimes it's hard for me to feel excited. It's like the whole world's throwing me a party and I'm not invited.
It's catchy.
Been staring at the bright side so long.
Now the other.
And I'm looking for the 333. Still, I can't find it.
Pretty good. I like that.
They probably won't copyright this. We can probably play these. I'd hear the.
Is there another one?
I think he's got 3.
I don't know. This is this is 0.
Never Be Enough and Frankenstein Love.
Yeah.
Where are those?
Oh yeah, those don't.
I'm looking on YouTube, but
Yeah. See this is only one. I don't think this is him. This is
No.
So
You're right,
I
but
gotta go
he's
to
got a
YouTube?
couple more. I'm trying to think.
To go to the
Pops up
YouTube.
on
go to
my-
YouTube and
oh,
0
oh,
day is one word. It's just 0, ZERO day.
I don't
Is it
feel
the
as
0?
dumb looking up 0 day yesterday. Now he messed it up every way you could.
Me?
0.
Well, I mean,
It's just one word, 0 day.
is it not a 0 with a 0?
That's it. That was
You
it.
got
that
it.
But
just-
it's not coming. It didn't come up. Oh
down.
shit! Is this it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one should I lift?
I don't know.
Frankenstein Love.
That
or
one's
never,
more of like a rock song. And
never be enough. Which one, Trace?
Oh,
Never be
we
enough.
gotta
do
play them
both.
both.
We'll
of
play them
them.
both.
Never be enough.
I thought the first one was pretty good. I like my put that on
It
my
was-
iPod.
It was definitely the best by far.
Just friends gets fucking messy. Left you in the rain, for that I'm sorry. Left you in the rain, yeah. Left you in the rain, yeah. That's the last sorry that you get.
Almost like a punk rock song.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, I said it. Can we get
Green
it?
Day or
Let's
something.
cut the ending scene and run the credits. Don't regret it. The sex was epic. It's that Frankenstein love, no resurrected. No, no.
I'm not feeling this one.
I hope I don't see you. I hope I don't see you again. I hope I don't see you. Yeah. I hope I don't see you again. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. I don't need to see you again. Tell me go to hell. Yeah. I don't wanna see you till then.
That's
Almost.
Navy. That's Navy says Hogan fart.
Yeah, he
Hogan fart.
almost something. Almost got something there, but not quite.
Not horrible.
Not quite.
But not horrible, but not that great.
In the 1960s, the NSA hired an MIT and Berkeley University PhD mathematician.
It's making some money.
It's getting interesting. Yeah, he's a little down on himself nowadays. Never be enough. Oh man.
It's starting to get late, we ain't getting any more sober. Not food on my plate and my cup is spilling over. The higher that we get, yeah, the further we go under. Could it ever be enough? Will it ever be enough? It'll never be enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do another 10 seconds.
Another 20 seconds.
Never be enough for me. I try to toe the line, but I'm losing my composure.
It's a little slow for
I've
me.
walked 1,000 miles, but I still ain't any closer. Put a smile on my face when I'm feeling like a downer.
A little too slow and down for me.
You should have said poser instead of down.
Yeah.
Poser would have been a much better rhyme.
Oh. 333 wasn't bad. I'll give it a pass for sure.
I like that. I thought that was really good, and the
Yeah.
other two didn't. Not so much. But hey, 1 out of 3 is pretty
One
good.
out of 3 ain't bad.
You usually get a couple songs out of an album that people like. So we'll try to.
It's up to 22 views on that one.
Maybe a new. This is let's see.
I'm
up to 22 views.
How
long's it been?
I
out
want
here?
to share it to my Facebook, but I don't want the Rock Republic to get mad at me.
I'm gonna subscribe, and there you go. Now you got 4 subscribers.
I think I subscribed.
Doesn't say. I didn't add my subscriber.
I
to it.
subscribed already. So
Okay.
No,
Now he's now.
it's
now,
all of us
now he's got
subscribed.
it's only us that have. Doesn't say a date. 4 days. So this is brand new.
Yeah.
And how many views did it?
22.
Two views. Blowing up the charts.
Everything.
It's pretty catchy right here. I like this one.
I do too.
Everything I touch, it turns to stone. Then it rains and it breaks apart. Everything I love is back at home on VHS video. And as a kid, I had to keep my hands in pockets. Anytime I was around fragile objects, Mom and Dad must have known something that I didn't. Then again, who am I kidding? No, they didn't. Yeah. Still, sometimes it's hard for me to feel excited.
It's got a good hook. It's got a good hook.
The instruments are good. I wonder.
I don't think there's any instruments. I think this is all done on, what do they call it?
Yeah,
rock
that's-
band.
that's what I was
It's all
about-
done
I
on
was
rock.
wondering.
Whatever they call it. Is it garage band? Yeah, that's what I'm sure that's what he's done. You know, I don't think
Yeah.
he played all the instruments.
Been staring at the price tag so long I've gone blinded. Yeah, I'm looking for the 333 still I can't find it. Can't find it.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna play that to open the show Thursday.
Yeah, I might play that on my way home. It's a pretty good one. The first time, I liked it better the second and third time than the first time I
Yeah,
heard it.
but I liked it the first time. So he got a 1 for 3. I didn't like the others at all.
No, not really.
But yeah, that's a tough. Yeah, she's starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got 22 views in 5 days. I don't know.
I
don't know
mean,
what you
he's
do.
never had like a social media in any way. So like once you quit for a while and try and go back, it's not even like you can be like, "Hey, I'm back." You're just like, I guess I'll start a page and post it and hope somebody sees it.
Here's a Matt the welder. This is a pinned post, babe. It's got 8.8 million views. I don't know. He's sitting there in no pants. It looks like. I don't know.
That's him?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I'm interested.
Are you drinking Bud Light again?
It looks like he's.
Yeah, they got a great products and their cans are unmatched from the industry.
You're not you when you drink Bud Light.
What's this?
I thought he was trying to look like a woman.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
That was
He got 8 million views on that.
You
8
know,
million on that.
this is what good content gets you. You know, this is him
Yeah.
trying to be funny. He's not a funny guy.
He got 8 million
He
views
got
on
8
it.
million views, and it's good content, which is real journalism.
Yeah.
That's why there's no journalism in this country,
Yeah.
because it doesn't get you fucking anywhere. People want to see you
this
fucking
get-
pretend to be gay because you're drinking a Busch Bud Light and then get a
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and turn into a man.
I think you just nailed it. That's,
Yeah.
that's America. That's the world we live in.
Oh.
All right.
That's all I got.
All right, we're done for the day. Don't forget.
Good job, Train.
Don't forget to vote. Vote.cltampa.com. Vote.cltampa.com/entertainment. Best podcast, The Hang. Best morning TV show.
And don't forget to
ClusterF.
go to our Amazon wish list if you'd like to help us out.
If you'd like to help us with our
we could use a few things to get our
futile attempt to get phone. But we might have. We're
Thinking
getting
over.
close.
Yeah.
We had static. We had static on the phone line, Trace.
I mean, I'm ecstatic,
I didn't
man.
have. I didn't have one of the right cord.
Yeah, we just got to
but-
figure out how to plug the cords in
Either
right.
of
Maybe you
them,
could help us, buddy.
Yeah, I can plug the cords in, but anything further
I got
than
the
that.
videos that show how to do it.
And
We just
all
gotta
right,
get
so
the stuff.
so yeah, so
and that phone that blinks.
so soon we may have working phone lines, or we may not.
Yeah.
We'll see you Wednesday for The Hang, Thursday for more ClusterF, and Friday for Ned in Your Head. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see
See
you
ya.
tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.